Weren't with us yesterday, history was said. It sure was a tough game to miss if you weren't with us. I'll give you a quick recap. First off, the Catfish have just set Prospect League history and counting. 18 consecutive wins for the Catfish is the number to beat. That is the number that they set after winning last night against the Dans, and they're looking to continue that winning streak. They come into tonight's ball game at 36-7. That makes for a 83.7 winning percentage. They have won 83.7% of games this summer. Over on the other side, the visiting Dans of Danville, coached by Cam Gross, the Catfish coached by their coach Colin Butkevich. The Dans come into this game at 23-17. They got a 57% win rate, so a little bit less than the Catfish, but that's not to say how good the Dans have been this season. If you look at the overall standings, the Dans lead their division, their conference, the Central Division, but the big but here is that the Dans have not clinched a playoff spot. They did not win the first half of the season. They were second, and currently they are still second in the second half, but they have the best overall winning percentage. But that doesn't matter when it comes to Prospect League. It comes to the winners of the first half and the winners of the second half. We got a good one tonight. The Dans looking to spoil Cape's history, and the Cape looking to continue their historic run. We're going to take a quick break, listen to the national anthem, and we will be right back in a second for tonight's starting lineup. The Catfish taking on the Dans. Kyler Messenger on the broadcast. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Rick Horton, former Major League pitcher and current broadcaster. I'm also a Montgomery Bank customer, thanks to excellent service, interest rates, and mortgage options. Do you need money to remodel? A home equity line of credit could be just what you need. A HELOC from Montgomery Bank lets you tap into that equity for home improvements, vacation, college tuition, a car, or to consolidate debt. Put your home to work for you. Montgomery Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Don't wait until the next heat wave. Call Dutch Enterprises now. If your AC is blowing warm air, making strange noises, or just not keeping up, don't sweat it. Call the team at Dutch Enterprises. We're here to keep your home cool, comfortable, and running right when you need it most. Trusted HVAC service with a team you can count on. Schedule your service today with Dutch Enterprises. Your neighbor since 1962.
Call Dutch. Dutch. Call Dutch.
See Plaza Tire Service for the right tire at the right price right now. Plaza Tire Service is the area's biggest selection of in-stock tires at the lowest price. While others are searching for tires to order, we'll get you fixed up with a great set of tires and back on the road in no time with our 4 tires, 1 hour guarantee. Plus, we make the purchase easy on your budget with our Plaza Tire Service card or no credit needed financing options. For the right tire at the right price right now, the choice is easy. That's Plaza Tire Service.
This Cape Catfish broadcast is brought to you in part by Three Eagles Distributing, proud home of our distributors of the Anheuser-Busch family of beers in southeast Missouri, including Budweiser, Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, Busch Light, and Stella Artois, providing refreshments all summer long at backyard gatherings, weekends at the lake, and Cape Catfish games. Three Eagles Distributing with locations in Cape Girardeau and Kennett, Missouri, and wishing the Catfish the best of luck this summer.
Whether it's a long line at the amusement park, whether it's a long line at the amusement park,
45 minutes.
waiting to get inside the club, or getting stuck at the DMV.
Next!
Nobody likes to wait. Mercy is eliminating the wait for great health care. Our online tools mean you can get the care you need now. Mercy Now. More of what you need now. Visit mercynow.net.
We welcome you back inside of Capitol Hall Park in the City of Roses in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Once again, the Dans traveling to take on the Catfish, the first time that these two teams have met this year. And it's 1-0 Catfish's way. Yesterday, the Catfish did win by a score of 9-5. Leighton Ivers led the way for the Fish. He went 3 for 5 with an RBI. Andres Matias yesterday went 1 for 1. How did he lead the way? With a batting score, you could say, of 1-1. Well, he had 2 sack flies and 2 RBIs with those sack flies. So Matias giving himself up for the squad. Over on the Danville side, they had a good day as well from the plate. Will Burke went 3 for 4 with a double and an RBI. Amir Streeter went 2 for 4. And if you were with us yesterday, you saw the bomb he hit in the top of the 9th. He took the pitcher, Trey O'Neill, deep in the top of the 9th for a 3-run shot. It just wasn't enough for the Dans to get the win. Let's go ahead and bring you the lineups today. In the field for the Catfish, we'll go around the horn. First from third is Andres Matias. At short is David Kessler. Pete Britton getting the start at second. Samuel Richardson at first, and Paxton Flagg behind the plate once again. Caden Nelson in left field. Leighton Ivers getting another start, leadoff, and in center field. And Hayden Nazarenas out in right field, the SEMO commit. On the bump for the Fish is none other than Luis Pizzotti. Pizzotti having a pretty solid year so far. He is second on this team in wins. He's tied for second with Jackson Gamble. He's got 4 wins this season. Pizzotti comes into this ballgame with a 6.3 ERA. And the opponents hit .268 against him. Opponents hit a .268 batting average against Pizzotti. He'll look to continue that streak today. Batting first for the Dans and stepping up for the first at-bat of the game is Jacob May. May batting from the left side. Pizzotti gets set and delivers the first pitch of this ball game. It is delivered low. Our umpires today, Brandon Corbett behind the plate, Jimmy Fields, and Preston Childers out in the field. It's Brandon Corbett behind the plate, though. Jacob May, the leadoff batter, a switch hitter. We saw him bat from both sides yesterday. Rips this ball. It's a chopper over to Richardson at first. He will easily step on the bag and make the play. Samuel Richardson over at first did not start yesterday. Richardson getting the start today, and he is ready. Number 55 over there at first base makes the play almost immediately. And Richardson is number 25 over there at first base. The Catfish in the field rocking the special Margaritaville jerseys. It is Parrot Head night here at Capitol Hall Field as Will Burke steps to the plate. First pitch delivered a ball. It'll be 1-0 to Burke. So the theme is Jimmy Buffett night essentially here in Cape. Parrot Head night. The guys got the colorful jerseys on, which is sponsored by Greenlight Dispensary here in Cape Girardeau. And they got the colorful jerseys. I mean, all sorts of colors. And this pitch is ripped on deep into right field. Is it going to stay fair? It just goes foul. And that was almost in territory. Would have been extra bases for Burke, who did have an extra base hit in yesterday's game. He came out aggressive early. Wasn't able to get that one in fair territory, so he will stay in the box. It'll be a 1-1 count when he gets back. Danville rocking the dark green jerseys. So the Cape Catfish, the home team, in those sunset-type colors. The orange, you see some blue on there. They got the light-colored hats. And Danville in the dark green jerseys tonight. It's a 1-1 count to Will Burke. Pizzotti set. He'll fire the off-speed. Burke jams on the inside. Richardson looking for it in the shallow outfield, and that is where he will find it. 2 putouts for the Catfish in the field, and 2 of them have gone to Samuel Richardson at first base. Now, the Dan's clearly not doing it on purpose, but they know that Richardson did not play yesterday. Maybe they're just seeing if he's ready. He absolutely showing that he's ready for the moment. It'll bring up Nick Palmy to bat. Pizzotti comes set. First pitch to Palmy. Fire deep into left center field. Looking at the ball is Caden Nelson. And here in the top of the first, the Dans are on the board. A solo shot for Nick Palmy. Nick Palmy yesterday in the 9-5 loss. 0-for-5 at the plate. Palmy, a switch hitter. The starting pitcher yesterday was Mason Waterbury of Cape, a lefty. So Palmy was hitting from the right side predominantly. Here early in the first, he's facing Pizzotti, the righty, and his first at-bat, he takes him deep. It is 1-0 Dan's way. Carson Brady, now the designated hitter to bat for the Dans. Not the start that you wanted for Pizzotti and the Fish. You know that these guys can hit. This Catfish team leads the league in batting average and various other hitting stats. So Pizzotti's going to have some defense behind him, absolutely, but not the start that you wanted here in the top of the first. This pitch, low and away. It'll be 2-0 to Brady. Pizzotti fires towards the plate. This ball ripped into right field. That'll get through for a single. Carson Brady keeping this inning alive with 2 outs. The first 2 batters in this Danville Dan lineup were recorded out, and since then, it's been pretty good. Obviously, there's only been 2 batters since then, but Palmy had the solo shot that he went Apo Taco with in the left, and Brady now opens the inning back up with the single. They'll bring up Cade Farquhar to bat next. This Danville team, I'm noticing they have a strategic lineup when it comes to the starting pitcher of the other team. Pizzotti's off speed on the first pitch comes in at 77 miles per hour and comes in down the middle. What I mean by that is yesterday, the starting left-hander, Waterbury, faced more righties than lefties. It's seeming like today the right-hander Pizzotti is facing more lefties than righties. Brady will get his lead at first. Fired into the middle of the field off the bat of Cade Farquhar. That's going to be another single. And with 2 outs, the Dans are continuing this top of the first. Runners on first and second now for Luis Pizzotti and the rest of the Catfish field. The Dans now have 3 hits to their name. The Catfish yesterday only out-hit the Dans by 1. Catfish had 9 hits yesterday. Dans had 8. And that's when the Catfish won 9-8 still, but they only out-hit their opponents by 1. And so far, obviously, the Catfish have not hit today, so it's a biased stat, but they're out-hitting their opponents by 3 hits early here in the first. Brady at second, Farquhar at first. Here's a delivery to Bryce Vorwald. He swings on the pitch in the ground. It'll be an 0-1 count. Bryce Vorwald, originally from Lowell, Indiana. Pitch from Pizzotti. Gets Vorwald to swing in tight. It's going to be fielded. It won't be fielded. It'll be mistakenly played by the infield of the Catfish. David Kessler and Andres Matias had a little miscommunication. That was a slow chopper in between the shortstop and the third baseman. It looks like nobody called it. And that ball is going to break through for an infield single. Yesterday, the tale of the game was that the Catfish were they weren't getting lucky, but the Dans were shooting themselves in the foot, as the saying goes, right? They were making a couple of mistakes. Here early, it's the Catfish who have recorded an error. So bases are loaded, empty count for the catcher, J.J. Basinger, and with 2 outs, he's looking to make a dent here in the top of the first. Pizzotti fires it by Basinger, 0-1. So it will go down as an error on the Catfish, not an infield single for Vorwald, who's at first. Brady's at third, and Farquhar's at second. J.J. Basinger up to bat, the starting catcher for this squad. Here comes Pizzotti. Basinger, chopper to third. Matias fields. Will he get the out at first? Beautiful throw to Richardson, and the Cape Catfish do give up a run, but relatively not as hard as they could have been. It is Danville Dans 1, Cape Catfish 0. We'll see you in the bottom of 1.
This Cape Catfish broadcast is brought to you in part by Three Eagles Distributing, proud home of our distributors of the Anheuser-Busch family of beers in southeast Missouri, including Budweiser, Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, Busch Light, and Stella Artois, providing refreshments all summer long at backyard gatherings, weekends at the lake, and Cape Catfish games. Three Eagles Distributing with locations in Cape Girardeau and Kennett, Missouri, and wishing the Catfish the best of luck this summer.
Need a trailer? SEMO Trailer Rentals has you covered. Locally owned and operated, they're proud to support the Cape Catfish and honored to serve southeast Missouri. From enclosed trailers to dump trailers and flatbeds, they've got the right trailer for any job, ready when you need it. And with every hitch, strap, and dolly in between. Visit SEMOTrailerRentals.com or stop in 1000 Kingsway Drive to browse the selection. That's SEMO Trailer Rentals, driven by hometown pride and built to serve you.
Miller Lite is the light beer brewed for people who love the taste of beer. For those who are always the first to volunteer for beer runs, who hit up tailgates for sports that they don't even like, and believe having a beer fridge in the garage is non-negotiable. It's a 96-calorie, 3.2 carb love letter to beer lovers who know that the best part of beer is the beer part. Miller Lite. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2022 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin beer.
We welcome you back inside of Kappa Hall Park in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. It is currently 1-0 Danville Dans way. They are looking to spoil the Cape Catfish's ongoing record for consecutive wins here in the Prospect League. Yesterday, the Catfish did set the record. It was previously set just a year ago by the O'Fallon Hoots, who won 17 straight. And this year, the Catfish have now won 18 straight and potentially counting. On the mound for the Dans is none other than one of their aces. They got multiple, so he's not the ace, but one of their aces, Jackson Frazier. Frazier third on this squad in ERA with a 2.61. He's third on the team, and his ERA's under 3. That's how good the Dans have been at pitching so far this year. Jackson Frazier has been good. He has yet to record a win this season. So he's come in as a reliever sometimes, has started a few games. Here's the at-bat from Leighton Ivers, who will lead off. First pitch swung on and chopped to shortstop, fielded by Palmy. He's going to have to make the throw quick. It'll get by the first baseman. Ivers advancing. The throw from Basinger is on time. Are they going to get him? Yes, they will. Leighton Ivers attempted to advance to second, but J.J. Basinger, how about that young man? The backup positioning from the catcher is what he sprinted down to first. He was not foot for foot with Ivers because Ivers is a very fast runner, but he was down there backing up first base in case something like that happened. Once he backed it up, went to go get the ball and gunned Ivers down at second. Really impressive catching there by Basinger. We were impressed yesterday, and that brings up Hayden Nazarenas to bat with one out for the Catfish. Only one pitch from Frazier. Pitch 2 catches the outside corner. It'll be 0-1 to Nazarenas. It's just an unfortunate situation for the Catfish trying to steal a base, and honestly, it's not an ill-advised move to try and go to second there by Ivers. Ivers bats leadoff, and he plays center field. He's pretty fast. Nazarenas takes a second strike. It'll be 0-2. We actually had Ivers in the booth yesterday post-game for the post-game interview. I asked him, are you the fastest kid on the team? And he was humble, but he did say that he believes, the fastest guy on this Catfish squad. So it's not an ill-advised move to move on to second. Basinger, the catcher, just made a fantastic play. Nazarenas lines this ball behind him to stay alive. It'll remain 0-2. And how about these Margaritaville jerseys for the Catfish? I mean, totally different than their typical jersey. You know, these guys love switching up the jerseys, but completely different. Loving the colors. Here's the pitch from Frazier. Catches the inside corner. That's going to get Nazarenas looking. Jackson Frazier with his first strikeout of the day. That's a rare strikeout for Hayden Nazarenas. He does not strike out a lot. Jackson Frazier, a fantastic pitcher, though. Actually, just a week ago, this week is technically, we're in the midst of week 8. But the most recent awards that have been awarded are the week 7 awards. As the first pitch to David Kessler is delivered inside for a ball. In week 7, the hitter of the week was Hayden Nazarenas. But just a week prior, in week 6, Jackson Frazier was named the Prospect League Pitcher of the Week. 1-0 delivery to Kessler. Just outside. It'll be 2-0. And so 2 weeks ago, on the week of June 30th to July 6th, Jackson Frazier pitched 8 innings that week, had a 0.0 ERA. Kessler fouls this ball off the inside of his own foot. It'll be 2-1 now to Kessler. So Frazier, one of 7 players this year in the Prospect League to earn Pitcher of the Week, had that week where he didn't allow an earned run. Not only did he not allow a earned run from June 30th to July 6th, he didn't allow a hit. He struck out 12 and didn't allow a hit just a couple weeks ago. Frazier, a great pitcher for this Dansville Dans squad. Last pitch delivered outside to Kessler. It'll be 3-1. Here comes Frazier. Kessler rips it on over to short. Palmy's charging in. He's going to have to make a sidearm delivery, but he does just that to get Kessler out in time. It's 3 up, 3 down for the Catfish. When we get back in the top of the second, it'll be Nick Nelson, Amir Streeter, and Jacob May for the Dans. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You love your truck, and Plaza Tire Service is here to help you make it even better. We've got wheels, leveling kits, and of course, the area's largest selection of light truck tires. With ATs and mud tires up to 35s and bigger, Plaza Tire Service has you covered. The pros at Plaza Tire Service can help you select a great combination that will work with your truck. Plus, with our Plaza Tire Service card or no credit needed financing, your upgrades can be easy on your budget. So take your truck from stock to spectacular with Plaza Tire Service.
Hi, this is Rick Horton, former Major League pitcher and current broadcaster. I'm also a Montgomery Bank customer, thanks to excellent service, interest rates, and mortgage options. Montgomery Bank uses the same technology and expertise as big banks. It is family-owned with local decision-making, convenient services, and an easier and friendlier approach. Montgomery Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Is your bathroom stuck in the past? Dutch Enterprises can change that. Fast, friendly, and on time. From cooling and heating services to plumbing and luxury bath remodels, Dutch Enterprises makes bathrooms safer and more functional without breaking the bank. We do annual HVAC checkups and handle everything from tankless water heaters to walk-in tubs. It's comfort done right. Be comfortable in your home with Dutch Enterprises, your neighbor since 1962.
Call Dutch.
It is 1-0 Danville way after 1. This was the identical score in yesterday's game, except if you flipped it around. It was 1-0 Cape after 1 in yesterday's 9-5 win for the Catfish. Here after 1, it was all Danville. They almost hit through their lineup. They hit 7 batters. Up first will be their number 8 hole hitter, Nick Nelson. And for Cape, if you're just joining us, they went 3 up, 3 down, but they had a hit. How did that happen? Well, Leighton Ivers, the leadoff batter, had a hit, and then the passed ball from it was an infield single. Then the passed ball went to the catcher, J.J. Basinger, and he got him out at second. So that's what the first inning occurred for the Catfish. Nick Nelson takes the first pitch from Pizzotti, a strike. It'll be 0-1. They went through 7 batters in that first inning, but the way they scored that run, it came from a solo shot, and here's another chance to get out of the ballpark. Nick Nelson hits this ball deep into right, but Hayden Nazarenas, how about the glove? Nazarenas showing off that he does a lot more than just hit for this squad. Tracks the ball all the way to the warning track and robs potentially an extra base hit from Nick Nelson. We'll bring up Amir Streeter to bat next for the Dans. Now, Streeter, we mentioned it in the pregame. We'll mention it again probably another time when he comes off the bat. He hit a home run yesterday, and it was in the top of the ninth. Showed off that power. I don't have the exact status. Streeter hits this ball off the end of the bat. It's going to chop on over to Pete Britton, who makes the play. 2 outs recorded for Luis Pizzotti and the rest of the Catfish. Just to finish that last note, Amir Streeter, top of the ninth. Dans are down by 7. He hits a 3-run shot to put them down by 4. Now, they did still lose the game by 4, but Streeter absolutely tried to help him win that game yesterday. 2 outs recorded for Pizzotti, but he gave up that solo shot to Nick Palmy in the first with 2 outs. It'll actually be the top of the lineup, Jacob May, up to bat. Pizzotti comes set. First pitch low to May. It'll be a 1-0 count. Jacob May, strictly a left-handed batter. He hits in his leadoff spot. We mentioned in the first that he was the switch hitter. It's actually Nick Palmy on this squad who's the switch hitter, just in case we had any confusion going around. Jacob May will only bat from the left. This pitch from Pizzotti does find the zone. It'll be 1-1. Here comes Pizzotti, a foul ball off the bat of May. It'll be 1-2. Jacob May, second on this squad in batting average coming into today's game. Hits a .357 batting average. Pizzotti comes set. 2 strikes. May rips this ball into left field. Looking up at it is Cade Nelson, and he will track the ball and make the play. 2 flyouts to the warning track, but Luis Pizzotti and the rest of the Catfish unhurt in the top of the second. When we come back, it'll be 4-5-6. Matias, Flag, and Richardson for the Catfish. Don't go anywhere. This one will be good.
I'm starving, man. But if I grab another fast food meal, I'm going to feel like I slid into the wrong base.
Yeah, I need something that actually tastes like someone meant to cook it.
So where do we go?
Rhodes.
Rhodes? The gas station?
The convenience stores, my guy. They feed the whole Cape Catfish team every game. If those dudes trust it, you know it's a home run. Snackatizers that hit the spot. Crispy fried chicken and fish, pulled pork on a sweet Hawaiian roll, baked sweets, parfaits, the whole lineup stacked.
Okay, that sounds legit. And it's just a quick drive to your neighborhood Rhodes.
Fuel up like the Catfish at Rhodes Convenience Stores. Proud cook for the Cape Catfish. And this summer, Rhodes is giving away 4 USA 250 golf carts. Visit your neighborhood Rhodes to find out how to get your scratch-off ticket for a chance to win.
Hi, this is Rick Horton, former Major League pitcher and current broadcaster. I'm also a Montgomery Bank customer, thanks to excellent service, interest rates, and mortgage options. Montgomery Bank uses the same technology and expertise as big banks. It is family-owned with local decision-making, convenient services, and an easier and friendlier approach. Montgomery Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Kyler Messenger on the mic for the call today. Your typical voice of the Catfish. Rusty Hendricks out on paternity leave this weekend. A huge shout out to the Hendricks family. We hope everything going solid over there. For the Catfish, it'll be Andres Matias, Paxton Flag on deck, and Sam Richardson in the hole. Jackson Frazier still dealing from the windup, which he has yet to get out of. It was 3 up, 3 down in the first. First pitch to Matias is low and away. It'll be 1-0. Andres Matias yesterday went 1 for 1. How does a guy go 1 for 1 in a ball game in which he had way more than 1 at bat as he fouls this ball off to make it 1-1? Well, I'll tell you just how. Matias did have the 1 hit to make him 1-1. He walked once, and in 2 other of his at-bats had 2 sac flies, 2 RBIs, 2 sac flies yesterday. Matias doing it all for the team. Here's the 1-1 delivery from Frazier. He fouls this one off. Back into the hill in the parking lot here in Cape Girardeau. We're here at Kappahaw Field, formerly the home of the Cape Kappahaws. Used to be the longest standing amateur baseball team in the entire country. It's hard to believe that sort of history was down here just where the Catfish play. And just a few years ago, the Cape Kappahaws played, and I'm going to make sure I get the exact date right. They were founded in 1894 is when the Cape Kappahaws were first founded. The last year that they played, 2024. Matias rips this ball down the line, but it remains foul. 2-2 on his third foul ball of the at-bat. So 1894, the Cape Kappahaws are formed. And here's how they get their name. They take it from the flour company Capahaw, spelled C-A-P-A-H-A. They take it from there. Cape Capahaws last from the 1800s all the way to 2024. One of their longest all-time coaches, Jess Bolin, in the Baseball Hall of Fame. He's really very well known out here in this, not just the Cape Girardeau area, the southeast Missouri area. Jess Bolin, when managing the Cape Capahaws, had 1,514 wins. Here's the delivery from Frazier to Matias. It's high, and it'll be a full count. Can you fathom that this man had over 1,500 wins with a baseball team? I mean, that is just impressive. No matter what team you're coaching, 1,500 wins at an amateur baseball level is impressive. Matias does not want to go anywhere. Another foul ball, it'll still be a full count. Here comes Frazier. Matias gets a bat on the ball. It's going to be fielded by Will Burke at second, and the out made by Cade Farquhar at first. Matias almost ran that one out. Wasn't that bat there from Andres Matias? First at bat of this inning. You get the pitcher to throw more pitches than he's thrown all game. Although it's technically, Matias is now 0 for 1, but that's a productive at bat if you ask me. And now he's over here on the bench. Just for you viewers, he's over here telling his teammates on deck, Samuel Richardson, where Frazier's pitches are going. Paxton Flagg will now bat for the Fish. 0-1 count as he watches the first pitch a strike. Samuel Richardson, the first baseman, on deck. Enrique Villanueva in the hole. Flagg rips this ball foul. Be 0-2. Coming into this ball game, Paxton Flagg's been a very consistent player for the Cape Catfish. He catches almost all of the games here in the second half of the season. He's third on this squad in batting average. Flagg chops this ball over to third. Nelson's going to have to make a play. He short-arm delivers it and makes the play. That was Nick Nelson over there at third with the quick reaction time to earn the second out for the Dans. Jackson Frazier still yet to give up a base runner. He has given up a hit. He gave up a hit to the leadoff batter of the game, Leighton Ivers. But Ivers tried to advance from first to second after his infield single. Baseball was overthrown to the first baseman. He tries to advance to second and was caught in that. So no base runners for the Catfish. They do have one hit. The first pitch to Richardson was just a strike. It is 0-1. Richardson rips this ball deep into left field. Under it is the left fielder, Bryce Vorwald, and he will make the play. The first swing we've seen from Richardson. He finds a barrel, just not far enough to make a dent. It's still 0-0. 6 batters for Cape and nothing hurt for the Dans. When we get back, it'll be Will Burke, Nick Palmy, and Carson Brady. We'll be right back.
Don't wait until the next heat wave. Call Dutch Enterprises now. If your AC is blowing warm air, making strange noises, or just not keeping up, don't sweat it. Call the team at Dutch Enterprises. We're here to keep your home cool, comfortable, and running right when you need it most. Trusted HVAC service with a team you can count on. Schedule your service today with Dutch Enterprises. Your neighbor since 1962.
Call Dutch. Dutch. Call Dutch.
Hi, this is Rick Horton, former Major League pitcher and current broadcaster. I'm also a Montgomery Bank customer, thanks to excellent service, interest rates, and mortgage options. Do you need money to remodel? A home equity line of credit could be just what you need. A HELOC from Montgomery Bank lets you tap into that equity for home improvements, vacation, college tuition, a car, or to consolidate debt. Put your home to work for you. Montgomery Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It is still 1-0 Danville Dans way. They scored their first run in the top of the first when the third batter of the game, Nick Palmy, came up to bat. The switch hitter came up with 2 outs and took Luis Pizzotti deep into left. That was Pizzotti's first given up homer of the entire summer. He had not given up a home run the entire summer and gives up his first to Nick Palmy. Palmy is on deck. It'll be Will Burke, Nick Palmy, Carson Brady to bat for the Dans this inning. First pitch from Pizzotti. He's firing for a strike. Will Burke, the man who's up to bat right now, he hurt the Catfish yesterday in a big way. Went 3 for 4 yesterday. This pitch also catches the outside corner. 0-2. Home plate umpire Brandon Corbett liked where that was. Pizzotti looking for his first strikeout of the day. 0-2 pitch ripped foul by Burke. Still remains 0-2 to Will Burke. Burke 0 for 1 today. Pizzotti misses in the dirt, but that's the time to miss on an 0-2 count. Nothing hurt for the Catfish. As mentioned, Luis Pizzotti, first given up home run of the year in this game earlier in the first. That's how Danville went up 1-0. Pizzotti trying to get his first strikeout of the day, and that is what he will do. Will Burke goes down swinging.
In the number 3 slot for the Dance, shortstop number 1, Nick Palmy.
That was the 25th strikeout of the season of the summer for Pizzotti. It'll bring up Palmy up to bat. Nick Palmy, who is 1 for 1 with a solo shot. We'll see how Pizzotti decides to attack the batter who hurt him last inning. First pitch is hit to the second baseman, Britton, and Palmy is retired. Deep breath taken for Pizzotti, and you love to see that. Nothing hurt from the guy who burned you last time. Bring up Carson Brady to bat for the Dans. Carson Brady, a member of the Florida Southern College baseball team. He goes to Florida Southern College, playing here in Danville, Illinois over the summer. First pitch to Brady. Low and away. It'll be 1-0. Danville located in just about the most eastern part of the state of Illinois. If you can picture where St. Louis is in Missouri, that's how I would describe Danville to Illinois. Pizzotti comes set. 1-0 count. He misses again. It'll be 2-0. One earned run given up here in the first from Pizzotti. The last batter who was recorded out, Nick Palmy, was the one who took him deep, even though they'd given up that earned run. Cape first in the entire league in ERA. This pitch ripped by Brady on over to Kessler. He'll field it. Will the throw be clean? Yes, it will. 3 up, 3 down for Luis Pizzotti in the rest of the Catfish. They gave up that one early and have been pretty shut down since. We'll see if the Fish can get the bats rolling. It'll be Enrique Villanueva, Pete Britton, and Caden Nelson when we're back. Don't go anywhere.
I'm starving, man. But if I grab another fast food meal, I'm going to feel like I slid into the wrong base.
Yeah, I need something that actually tastes like someone meant to cook it.
So where do we go?
Rhodes.
Rhodes? The gas station?
The convenience stores, my guy. They feed the whole Cape Catfish team every game. If those dudes trust it, you know it's a home run. Snackatizers that hit the spot. Crispy fried chicken and fish, pulled pork on a sweet Hawaiian roll, baked sweets, parfaits, the whole lineup stacked.
Okay, that sounds legit. And it's just a quick drive to your neighborhood Rhodes.
Fuel up like the Catfish at Rhodes Convenience Stores. Proud cook for the Cape Catfish. And this summer, Rhodes is giving away 4 USA 250 golf carts. Visit your neighborhood Rhodes to find out how to get your scratch-off ticket for a chance to win.
Don't wait until the next heat wave. Call Dutch Enterprises now. If your AC is blowing warm air, making strange noises, or just not keeping up, don't sweat it. Call the team at Dutch Enterprises. We're here to keep your home cool, comfortable, and running right when you need it most. Trusted HVAC service with a team you can count on. Schedule your service today with Dutch Enterprises. Your neighbor since 1962.
Call Dutch. Dutch. Call Dutch. Turn it up.
Welcome back into Capitol Hall Park, home of the Catfish. The Catfish have clinched the playoffs here in the Prospect League. They clinched it actually after the first half of the season when they won the division. They are going to be the champions of the second half as well, because their record is currently 17-0 on the second half of the season. Don't forget they have those 18 straight wins. But on the second half, they're 17-0. That means that whoever makes the playoffs in the Cape Catfish division, the South Division, will be the second-place team, as the first pitch by Villanueva is going to be smacked to the pitcher, and it will get by him. Now the passed ball gets by the first baseman. Basinger, the catcher, nowhere near to back this one up. Villanueva sees some green. He's going to trot all the way to third, and Villanueva, he's going to go home. Can he get a Little League home run on a hit back to the pitcher? Enrique Villanueva, he does the impossible. A Little League home run for Enrique Villanueva to get the Catfish on the board. My, oh my, was that exciting on a little dribble. A dribble ground ball that just makes it back to the pitcher. Enrique Villanueva is able to score on that. Wow. 1-1. Tied up here in Cape Girardeau. Pete Britton up to bat now. First pitch to Britton, low. It'll be 1-0. And you got to feel for Jackson Frazier in this moment, the pitcher who hadn't given up anything before that. He had given up a hit to the leadoff batter, Leighton Ivers, but before that, nothing. Second pitch to Britton, delivered outside yet again. Now he gets Villanueva to give himself a slow dribble. It gives him an out. But the overthrow from Frazier from the pitcher's position to the first baseman causes the ball to go deep into right field, and then they overthrow the ball to third, and Villanueva is able to score. Big swing by Britton. It's a miss, though. It'll be 2-1 to Pete Britton. Enrique Villanueva showing off the speed. How about that? 1-1 here for the Cape Catfish. Frazier fires, and it's going to hit Britton on the inside of his body. I don't know if it hit his arm or if it just hit his rib cage, but nonetheless, Pete Britton going to get on base. No outs here in the bottom of the third. One run, recorded for the Catfish already, and they got one man on for Caden Nelson. We won't have a mound visit by a coach, but the Dansville Dans infield gathering. It's the catcher, J.J. Basinger, gathering with Nick Palmy, the shortstop, and obviously the pitcher, Jackson Frazier. We'll give you a couple updates around the rest of the Prospect League. The Cape Catfish in the South Division in the Western Conference. Their opponents, the Dansville Dans, are in the Central Division in the Eastern Conference. So in Danville's division in the first half of the season, Dubois County is the team who earned the first playoff clinch. In the second half, Terre Haute is currently leading their division. Danville in second. They finished in second in the first half. They're currently in second in the second half. They're going to need to finish this season strong if they want to win the second half and earn themselves a playoff clinching visit. Pete Britton at first. Mound visit over for the squad of the Dans. First pitch from Frazier to Nelson in there for a strike. We did not get to see either of these two last batters in the game yesterday, Pete Britton or Caden Nelson. I actually didn't get to see any of the last three. Enrique Villanueva, who hit the inside the park home run. And this pitch is going to be smacked into right field. Britton's rounding second hard, and he's going to be held up because of how hard the baseball was hit off the bat of Cade Nelson. Nelson in his first at-bat, continuing this inning. Still no outs for the Dans. And the top of the lineup back up for Cape. This could be dangerous waters for the Catfish. Ivers already 1 for 1. Now, we've mentioned it a couple times. In case you joined us late, Ivers had that play where you can imagine Enrique Villanueva's inside the park home run. It was just like that, except it was a dribbler to third base. They overthrew first, but the catcher, J.J. Basinger, was backing up first and was able to get Ivers thrown out at second. A little different situation when Enrique Villanueva came up earlier this inning. Corners are in for the Dans. And here's the delivery from Frazier. It's outside. 1-0 count to Leighton Ivers. Frazier fires, and he finds the zone. 1-1. Jackson Frazier, 6'3" tall. He hails from Dayton, Ohio, traveling down here to Cape to play some summer ball. Frazier fires and misses it. Spikes off of the home plate. It hits the lip in front of the plate. An unfortunate placement of the baseball allows the Catfish runners to advance. Pete Britton moves on over to third. Caden Nelson moves on over to second. There are 2 runners in scoring position with no outs for Leighton Ivers. A 2-1 count is what Ivers will face. 337 average coming into this at-bat. Frazier fires. Ivers takes him into right field. That's going to score at least Pete Britton. Being held on at third is Caden Nelson. And an RBI single for Leighton Ivers continues this inning. Ivers 2 for 2 with an RBI today. Leighton Ivers in the post-game interview yesterday, as we are seeing a mound visit from head coach Cam Gross of the Dansville Dans. Leighton Ivers was one of the Garber's men's best-dressed players. And for you Prospect League watchers that don't know what I'm talking about, here at Cape Girardeau, we stream for the Prospect League. We also stream for the radio. After the game on the radio, we have some post-game interviews. So if you're listening and you don't usually stay tuned for those post-game interviews, definitely make sure you do today. But nonetheless, Leighton Ivers was at the post-game interview yesterday. We usually interview about 3 players. Ivers was one of the 3. He was the final one on the squad. And I asked him, what are we looking to see from you the rest of the season? What does Leighton Ivers do? And you know what this kid said? He said a lot of singles. I like to just get on base and hit the ball. What a great baseball player, am I right? Leighton Ivers getting just what he said, another single. So now he's 2 for 2 today on first. Jackson Frazier remains in the game, and Hayden Nazarenas with no outs, a runner in scoring position in the game, being 2-1, looking to make an impact. First pitch to Nazarenas, finds the inside of the zone, and he did not like the placement of that call. Nazarenas in his first at-bat struck out looking, and it was a 1-2 count when he struck out. He watched a couple strikes in that first at-bat. He didn't think they were strikes. Home plate umpire Brandon Corbett does, and so Nazarenas a little upset after that first pitch called strike. 0-1 to Naz. He swings. Going to go to the first baseman, Farquhar, who throws to second. They will get the lead runner, but Hayden Nazarenas with an RBI does score a run. Caden Nelson, the man from third to advance. It'll be 3-1 Catfish's way after that productive at-bat from Nazarenas. Leighton Ivers yet again reaches first and is caught at second. A little different situation this time, out of his hands, but he still has not reached second base. He's 2 for 2, Ivers is, but hasn't reached second yet. Nazarenas on first, Now only one out recorded for the field of the Dans, and David Kessler comes up to bat. Frazier fires. 1-0. Frazier will check on the runner, Naz, who tosses the baseball back to the first baseman, Cade Farquhar, after it falls out of his glove. Farquhar just dropped the ball after he tagged Nazarenas, and he just tossed the ball right back to him. Makes it a dead ball, so the umpire had to call dead ball after that. Nazarenas couldn't have advanced. 1-0 count to Kessler. He watches this pitch outside. It'll be 2-0. David Kessler on his first at-bat grounded out to the shortstop. He's 0 for 1 today, excuse me, but that doesn't mean that David Kessler does not hit the ball. No, it does not. David Kessler, a .354 batting average heading into today. It's a pitch from Frazier. This one finds the zone. It'll be 2-1 to Kessler. Kessler, one of 3 Cape Catfish squad members to make the All-Star team. They made it in the Western Conference. Prospect League split into 2 conferences, Eastern and Western, and then 4 different divisions, Northeast, Central, Northwest, and South. Catfish had a few players to make that All-Star squad. David Kessler being one of them, who's up to bat. The man on first base, Hayden Nazarenas, to be another. And a man who's not in the lineup today, Colin Sinkpill, another All-Star. 3-1 count for Kessler, a hitter's count, you could say. And Frazier will check on the runner, Nazarenas, again. Almost an identical situation for the first baseman, Farquhar. Even if Nazarenas was recorded out, I don't think that you could have called him out because of the ball falling out of the glove of Farquhar. This inning started off with an inside-the-park home run after 2 throwing errors on the Dans. The Dans lead the league in errors. Here comes Frazier. Kessler rips this ball into left field. Looks like Bryce Vorwald is under it to make the play, and Hayden Nazarenas will have to trot back on to first. 2 outs recorded for the Dans in the field.
Next to the plate, your AC's cleanup hitter, number 33, Andres Matias.
So it'll bring up Andres Matias to bat for the Catfish. 2 outs for Matias, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. It's 3-1 Catfish's way here in the bottom of the third. They scored their first run on an inside-the-park home run off the bat at Enrique Villanueva. He just hit a dribbler back to the pitcher and ended up scoring on that play. Pete Britton and Caden Nelson have both scored the other 2 runs. They've been hit home by teammates Leighton Ivers and Hayden Nazarenas, who is at first. Next pitch to Matias, delivered a strike, and Hayden Nazarenas backpicked at first by the catcher, J.J. Basinger. Great throw. Nazarenas did not look ready for it, but he was able to get back. He was ready just enough. Basinger shows off the arm behind the plate a lot. He hit some really great throws yesterday to almost catch runners. The tags just weren't made, but the throws were fantastic yesterday. Runners stealing, that is. Matias fouls this ball off. It'll be 1-2. Matias hops back in the box, all the way back in the batter's box. Right foot touching that, you could say the chalk. It's on turf, so it's drawn in. It's not painted in. It's not chalk, but he's on the chalk. We'll go with the baseball terminology and say that it's chalk. 2-2 count to Matias. Had a full count in his last at-bat. He's already had a foul ball this AB, and here's another one right on cue. Andres Matias doing a great job of staying alive. It's a 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for the Catfish right now. They lead at 3-1 here in the bottom of the third. Catfish had the first error of the game earlier in the first inning, but since Danville has recorded 2 errors themselves. Yesterday in the win, Danville recorded 4 errors. Matias check swings, and it looks like it hits the inside of the bat. It'll be a 2-2 remaining count. It wasn't even like a half swing. It was, I'd say, a seventh of a swing, but it somehow scrapes the inside part. I mean, like the handle of his bat, not even the barrel. It just hit the handle of the bat. Unfortunate foul ball for Matias, but he didn't miss it, right? He didn't swing and miss, so you take it. 2-2, he's still alive. Here comes Frazier. Nazarena's going, but a foul ball, hit and run situation from the Catfish, unsuccessful. Starting pitcher yesterday, Mason Waterbury, bringing the balls back to the umpire. Yesterday, Waterbury he got the win. He went 6 innings, 2 earned runs given up. He had 3 strikeouts, gave up 6 hits, but he does get the win. Waterbury, very, very good pitching yesterday. Here comes the Lincoln Trail College man. That's where he goes to school, Jackson Frazier. Lincoln Trail College. And on the 2-2 count, Andres Matias goes down looking. 3 runs scored for the Catfish beforehand, though. It is 3-1 Cape's way. This one's getting real good. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Don't wait until the next heat wave. Call Dutch Enterprises now. If your AC is blowing warm air, making strange noises, or just not keeping up, don't sweat it. Call the team at Dutch Enterprises. We're here to keep your home cool, comfortable, and running right when you need it most. Trusted HVAC service with a team you can count on. Schedule your service today with Dutch Enterprises. Your neighbor since 1962.
Call Dutch. Dutch. Call Dutch.
See Placid Tire Service for the right tire at the right price right now. Placid Tire Service is the area's biggest selection of in-stock tires at the lowest price. While others are searching for tires to order, we'll get you fixed up with a great set of tires and back on the road in no time with our 4 tires, 1 hour guarantee. Plus, we make the purchase easy on your budget with our Placid Tire Service card or no credit needed financing options. For the right tire at the right price right now, the choice is easy. That's Placid Tire Service.
Welcome back into the City of Roses, Cape Girardeau, Missouri, sitting on the Mississippi River, which is home to the Catfish of Cape. That's right, catfishes live in the Mississippi River. If you didn't know that, they're very prominent in Cape Girardeau on the Mississippi River. It makes sense as to why they're called that. The Dans, on the other hand, why are the Danville Dans called the Dans? Well, the Dans is actually, it's not a made-up word. It's been coined since, but the Dans, just a term for citizens of Danville. A Dan, just somebody who lives in Danville. Luis Pizzotti out for the 4th inning. He's facing the lefty, Cade Farquhar. First pitch to Farquhar. Low. It'll be 1-0. We saw a pitch earlier in the bottom of the 3rd, which allowed Cape to advance some runners, hit the lip where the AstroTurf and the home plate just have not even an inch, right? Like probably less than a centimeter as Farquhar rips this ball high into left field, looking up and kissing that ball goodbye as the left fielder, Caden Nelson. Farquhar makes this game just a little bit closer. It is 3-2 Catfish's way after a opening 4th inning solo shot from Cade Farquhar. Farquhar goes to Monmouth College. He's originally from Illinois, Williamsfield to be exact. And now here in Cape Girardeau, making his name be known. He's 2 for 2 with a solo shot today. Next batter will be Bryce Vorwald to bat for the Dans. Infield kind of in double play depth position. They're in the middle infield pretty deep, but that's just where this Catfish team lines up. Bryce Vorwald, the hitter, he's 1-0 for 1 today. He did not get on in his first at-bat. Vorwald played yesterday, and he didn't hit. I'll explain a little more about that after this pitch. Luis Pizzotti comes set. 1-0 count. He gets Vorwald to look at it. Vorwald was just going to make him throw a strike there. Did not look like he wanted to swing that bat. Be a 1-1 count. Bryce Vorwald played yesterday. He's hitting sixth and playing left field today, but he didn't hit or play the field yesterday. How does that work? Pizzotti gets Vorwald to foul the ball off. He came in to pitch. That's right. The position player came in to pitch Bryce Vorwald yesterday. Here's his stat line. 1 inning pitch, 1 hit, 1 home run allowed. 1 hit, 1 home run. 1-2 count to Vorwald, the natural hitter. Pizzotti gets Vorwald to fly in to right, and under it is Hayden Nazarenas to make the play. So first out for the Catfish recorded. They're up 1, a 3-2 ball game. There's been 3 home runs in this game. Not all 3 have been alike. 2 of them have been. Actually, 2 of them have been almost exactly alike for the Dans. It was Nick Palmy in the first and Cade Farquhar here in the fourth. Both lefties, and both hit the ball into left field. It was left center over the head of Cade Nelson. I mean, I remembered I had the exact same call over the head for Nelson for both of them. Here's the thing about the third home run. One of them is not like the other, right? Cape has a home run themselves on a ball that went back to the pitcher. If you've been with us, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you just happen to be joining us, Enrique Villanueva of the Catfish hit a little dribble ground ball back to the pitcher, Jackson Frazier. Frazier overthrows the first baseman, and the angle that he was at, it didn't go towards the Cape dugout. It went straight into right field. So that ball is dribbling a far way into right field. Villanueva's able to turn second hard and go straight for third. The relay from the right fielder to third is overthrown, and Villanueva scores a Little League home run there in the bottom of the third. So that gave Cape their first run of the game. It was 1-0 before that. Then they scored a couple more after that, making it 3-1. And now here in the fourth, Danville making it 3-2. It's a 1-2 count to the catcher, J.J. Basinger. Basinger watches his pitch low. It'll be 2-2. Basinger originally from Seminole, Florida. He's a Seminole, not a Florida State Seminole. He's just from Seminole. He actually goes to Hillsborough Community for his baseball career. Basinger rips this ball deep into center. It's 400 into center. The center fielder, Leighton Ivers, back on it, tracks the ball down, and makes the play. 2 outs recorded for the Fish. Bring up Nick Nelson to bat. Nelson 0 for 1 with a fly out to the right fielder, Hayden Nazarenas, in his first at-bat. Nelson hit the ball pretty far, hit it all the way to the warning track where Nazarenas caught it. We'll see what goes down this at-bat for Nelson. First pitch off speed from Pizzotti gets Nelson to watch. As mentioned, Luis Pizzotti, that home run that he gave up in the first inning was his first of the summer. His second one has been this inning as well. It's a Cade Farquhar. He's given up 2 home runs this year, both in this game. This foul ball from Nelson out of the facility. Luis Pizzotti, second on this Catfish team in wins. He's got 4 of them. Now he's tied with Jackson Gamble. They both got 4 wins. If you're wondering who's in first, it's Cade Mungle. He's got 5. So they're close. All the guys are close. Mungle's got 5. Pizzotti and Gamble have 4. There's a couple guys with 3, but they aren't active anymore, so they won't get more than 3. Richardson fields the ball and almost gets beat by Nelson. He does not, though. Confident in his own speed, decides to keep it himself and earn the out. The Dans do get a run, though. It's 3-2 Catfish. You're not going to want to miss the rest of this game, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Don't wait until the next heat wave. Call Dutch Enterprises now. If your AC is blowing warm air, making strange noises, or just not keeping up, don't sweat it. Call the team at Dutch Enterprises. We're here to keep your home cool, comfortable, and running right when you need it most. Trusted HVAC service with a team you can count on. Schedule your service today with Dutch Enterprises. Your neighbor since 1962.
Call Dutch. Dutch. Call Dutch.
See Placid Tire Service for the right tire at the right price right now. Placid Tire Service is the area's biggest selection of in-stock tires at the lowest price. While others are searching for tires to order, we'll get you fixed up with a great set of tires and back on the road in no time with our 4 tires, 1 hour guarantee. Plus, we make the purchase easy on your budget with our Placid Tire Service card or no credit needed financing options. For the right tire at the right price right now, the choice is easy. That's Placid Tire Service.
Welcome back into the City of Roses. Kyler Messenger on the mic, bringing you the play-by-play. Let's go ahead and give you guys a little playoff picture and just paint the picture for you. What will happen? Who will be in it? Well, I'll tell you who clinched it in the first half of the season. Guaranteed in the playoffs is the Lafayette Aviators, Dubois County, Quincy, and, of course, the Catfish. In the lead currently in the Northeast Division is the Kokomo Creek Chubs, but they're pretty tight in a race with the Chillicothe Paints as well. So that'll be a big, tight race to see who makes the playoffs in the Northeast in the second half. Danville themselves in a tight race with the Terre Haute Rex. That'll be a tight race. We'll see who makes the playoffs in the Central Division. In the Northwest Division, it's looking like Clinton Lumberjacks are going to be the squad. They are 11-3, the second hottest team in the Prospect League, behind none other than the Catfish. Up to bat right now for the Fish is Paxton Flagg. First pitch from Jackson Frazier delivered a strike to Flagg. And then in the South Division, obviously the Catfish have dominated both halves, so they are clinched in the playoffs. It'll now be a race between the O'Fallon Hoots and the Jackson Thrillbillies to see who makes that final playoff spot in the Prospect League. Cape already on record setting duty, you could say. They set a record yesterday, winning a consecutive 18 games, and they're still counting. They have yet to lose today, so they have yet to lose a game in the second half of this season. Flagg didn't like that pitch. I'm not going to speak on it. 1-2 count. And so when the playoffs occur, there are still many more games in the regular season. 4 teams who are fighting. They got lots of baseball left to get back in the playoffs. 1-2 count. The flag is fouled off for the Cape Catfish specifically after today. I had to do a couple quick math counting real quick. They have 11 games. Catfish have 11 games after today left in the season. The playoffs will start at the beginning of August on August 2nd. That'll be the first division championship game. So Catfish will play whoever, either the Hoots or the Thrillbillies on August 2nd. We don't know yet. Flagg rips this ball over to short. It's going to be bobbled by the shortstop, Nick Palmy. He just palms the ball, for a lack of better terms. It hits the palm of his glove and bobbles in front of him. It'll be an infield single for Flagg. I don't know if he'll earn the single off of the air, but nonetheless, Paxton Flagg earns himself on base. And for the team that leads the Prospect League in errors, another one has been added to the stat sheet. That'll bring up Samuel Richardson to bat for the Fish. So after August 2nd, whoever wins the division games, now in the South, the Catfish will either play the Hoots or the Thrillbillies, and then the other teams will have their division matchups, right? The first half winner plays the second half winner. That's how it works. As Richardson skies this ball high, looking like it's almost going to touch the clouds. Might cause trouble for the Dans. It won't, because Amir Streeter has tracked the ball down to make the play. That ball was high, and there were a lot of guys around the ball, so it really could have been a miscommunication type situation, but good for the Dans to make that play. Streeter gets the put out. 1 out recorded. And Enrique Villanueva, who's 1 for 1 with a home run, will be the man to bat. So if the Catfish or anybody else in the division championship series wins on August 2nd, they'll get the next day, August 3rd, to rest. First pitch to Villanueva is delivered for a strike. Then on August 4th will be the conference championship game. So the Catfish play in the West. If they were to beat the O'Fallon Hoots or the Jackson Thrillbillies, they would move on to play the projected winner of Quincy versus the Clinton Lumberjacks. That is who is projected to be in the winners of the Northwest Division. So Catfish looking to either play them if they beat their first round matchup. They got to make it past the division championship game, right? It's hard to kind of try and predict that when it's baseball. It could be anybody's game, single elimination until the championship, so you just don't know. So the conference championship occurs on August 4th. You'll get another day off after that, and whoever wins those games then advance to the championship. Championship day one is August 6th. It will be given, the choice will be given to the better record team. So presumably if Cape makes it, they will have the best record in the league. They will get to choose either the first game in the series, as a pickoff move is attempted to made from Frazier. It's overthrown. Flag is going to round first, and he will stay, but he rounds it to stay aggressive. Another error for the Dans, just a throwing error on that one from the pitcher, allows a free base and a free runner in scoring position for the Fish. So the team who has the best record gets to decide in the best of three series in the championship if they want the first game or if they want the second two. Last year, Cape did the opposite, or they did the latter, I should say. They took the first game as an away game. Last season, they played the Lafayette Aviators in the championship. They beat them in Lafayette, then won the championship on game 2 in Cape. If this season's championship were not in Cape, it would still go to the better record team. Villanueva going to strike out on this at-bat. He does go down swinging, but a strikeout for Jackson Frazier was absolutely needed there. It'll bring up Pete Britton. So best of 3 series for the championship here in the Prospect League. Cape Catfish, obviously the reigning champs, and they have the best record in the regular season this year, but they did not have the best overall record in the regular season last season, and they still won the championship. So you just never know. First pitch to Britton. Ripped foul. Moises Rosario, the first base coach, looked for it. He stuck his hand out, but he pulled it back. He didn't want to get any blisters on his hand. That ball was ripped pretty hard off the bat of Britton. I would have pulled my hand back too, Moises. Don't worry. Pete Britton hitting .284 this season. Runner on second is Flag. This pitch caught by Basinger was way outside from the arm of Frazier. Good defense there by the Dans. 4 hits apiece to both of these teams. The Dans and the Catfish have both have earned a hit only 4 times. Catfish lead by 1, 3-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the delivery to Britton outside yet again. Frazier's set. He fires. Britton rips the ball right back up the middle, and because they were holding the runners on, they're going to ricochet the ball off of their glove. That's going to score Flag, and Britton is going to slide into second. Pete Britton with an RBI single, and then advances on over to second base. And for the Dans, the team that recorded 4 errors in the loss yesterday, in the bottom of the 4th, just recorded their 4th error of the game. It's been the story of the year. Not only does Danville, and I hate to be negative because this team really does pitch well and they can hit well, but it's the defense that bites the Dans in the butt in certain situations. That the defense is the reason why Paxton Flag just scored that run. Now, they were holding the runner on second, so it was a difficult position. Great hitting by Britton. Let's just get that out of the way. Fantastic positional hitting, situational hitting for Pete Britton. But nonetheless, the Dans might have been able to make the play. They lead the league in errors with 91, and they also have the worst fielding percentage in the league with a 93. fielding percentage. .936 if you want to be exact. Caden Nelson fouls this ball off. It'll be 0-2 to Nelson, who's 1 for 1 today. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs, and 0-2 is the count for Nelson. The Catfish have not recorded a 2-out RBI today, and they will yet to do so because that is a strikeout for Jackson Frazier. Looks like that's his 5th of the day for Frazier, and that's going to bring us to the top of the 5th. It is Cape 4, Danville 2. Don't go anywhere. Kyler Messenger on the call.
You love your truck, and Plaza Tire Service is here to help you make it even better. We've got wheels, leveling kits, and of course, the area's largest selection of light truck tires. With ATs and mud tires up to 35s and bigger, Plaza Tire Service has you covered. The pros at Plaza Tire Service can help you select a great combination that will work with your truck. Plus, with our Plaza Tire Service card or no credit needed financing, your upgrades can be easy on your budget. So take your truck from stock to spectacular with Plaza Tire Service.
Hi, this is Rick Horton, former Major League pitcher and current broadcaster. I'm also a Montgomery Bank customer, thanks to excellent service, interest rates, and mortgage options. Do you need money to remodel? A home equity line of credit could be just what you need. A HELOC from Montgomery Bank lets you tap into that equity for home improvements, vacation, college tuition, a car, or to consolidate debt. Put your home to work for you. Montgomery Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Whether it's a long line at the amusement park,
it is 4-2 Catfish's way here in Cape Girardeau. The Cape Catfish 36-7 on the season so far this year. We're going to take a quick audio break before this inning starts. Amir Streeter up for the Dans. And we are just right back. So Amir Streeter will be the man up to bat for the Danville Dans. Streeter 0 for 1 today. Had a ground on over to David Kessler at shortstop in his first at-bat. First pitch from Pizzotti to Streeter in this AB. Swung on and missed. Both of these teams just scored a 1 run in the 4th inning. It is 4-2 Catfish way. Pizzotti comes set. He now fires, finds the zone, and no, he does not. I do apologize. I prematurely thought that Luis Pizzotti found the zone on that pitch. That is completely my fault. So Luis Pizzotti back on the mound. Here he goes. Streeter rips this ball on over to Matias at third. The throw across the diamond to get Richardson is successful. Andres Matias makes the play. I'll bring up the man who is second on this Danville squad in batting average, Jacob May. That's right, he's second on the squad in batting average. May rips this ball to first. Richardson finds some diamond in the glove. How did he make that play? It looks like he just stuck his glove out, but he makes the play. That is real good baseball right there. Real good defense from Richardson. 2 outs recorded for the Catfish and Luis Pizzotti here in the 5th inning. Will Burke up to bat. First pitch to Burke is fouled. It'll be 0-1. Will Burke originally from Florida as well. He's from Tampa, the greater Tampa area. He does play college ball in Florida. He plays at Florida Southern College. Will Burke, a fantastic player in the summer for Danville. He leads this team in batting average with a .363 average heading into today. Burke just finished his freshman year campaign over at Florida Southern College, so he'll be heading into his sophomore year. 1-1 count to Burke. Pizzotti fires. Burke rips it on over to third. It's off the glove it is off the glove of Matias. Andres Matias does bobble the ball over there at third. A rare mistake for Matias, but that ball was hit so hard off the bat of Burke. That's a hard play for anybody to make. Burke reaches base successfully for the first time today. I mean, he hit I don't have the TrackMan capabilities here. I don't have the exact exit velo on me, but he most definitely hit that ball hard. I mean, no question about it. Bring up Nick Palmy to bat for the Fish. Will Burke is stealing the throw from Paxton Flagg. It's going to be on target, but the man was there first, and even if he wasn't, his slide knocks the ball out of the glove of David Kessler. A successful steal for Will Burke. You ask how many that is. That's 21 on the year. Will Burke not only leads this team in batting average, not only leads this team in runs, he leads this team in stolen bases as well. Puts himself in scoring position for Palmy. Palmy rips the ball on over to second, though. Underhand throw by Britton is successful, and the Catfish are unhurt in the fifth. When we come back to the bottom frame of the inning, it'll be the top of the lineup for the Fish. It'll be Ivers, Nazarenas, and Kessler. You don't want to miss it.
Need a trailer? SEMO Trailer Rentals has you covered. Locally owned and operated, they're proud to support the Cape Catfish and honored to serve Southeast Missouri. From enclosed trailers to dump trailers and flatbeds, they've got the right trailer for any job, ready when you need it. And with every hitch, strap, and dolly in between. Visit SEMOTrailerRentals.com or stop in 1000 Kingsway Drive to browse the selection. That's SEMO Trailer Rentals, driven by hometown pride and built to serve you.
This Cape Catfish broadcast is brought to you in part by Three Eagles Distributing, proud home of our distributors of the Anheuser-Busch family of beers in Southeast Missouri, including Budweiser, Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, Busch Light, and Stella Artois, providing refreshments all summer long at backyard gatherings, weekends at the lake, and Cape Catfish games. Three Eagles Distributing with locations in Cape Girardeau and Kennett, Missouri, and wishing the Catfish the best of luck this summer.
Welcome back inside Capitol Hall Field, home of the Catfish. Just before this inning starts, let's go ahead and highlight some of the Prospect League greats. What former Prospect League players and current players have been drafted this season. The 2026 MLB draft did just occur, and on day one, 3 Prospect League former and current players were selected. First, it was none other than the former Cape Catfish Caden Bogenpool to be drafted 42nd overall. He was drafted early in the second round by the Philadelphia Phillies. Bogenpool played at Missouri State and played for the Catfish just last summer. As well drafted on day one was Brendan Brock, who played for the 2024 Thrillville Thrill-Billies, and Dominic Batista, who currently plays for the Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp. Up to bat is the top of the lineup for the Catfish, Leighton Ivers. First pitch from Jackson Frazier is ripped on by Ivers. That ball gets down the line. That is most definitely going to be extra bases. Rolls all the way to the fence, and Ivers will be standing on second with a stand-up double. So Leighton Ivers, 3 for 3 today. I talked about it after his last at-bat. He came in the booth for the post-game interview yesterday and said, I like to hit singles. Expect more singles. Ivers on this last pitch rips the ball straight down the foul line, stays fair, and he earns himself an extra base hit. Don't sell yourself short, Mr. Ivers. You do it all. Runner on second, no outs recorded, and Hayden Nazarenas up to bat. Nazarenas 0 for 2, but man, does he like to come alive when this team is almost not expecting it, right? I feel like he comes alive at the most random moments. Whenever he feels like it, he'll just hit one out of the park. Just slight for him. Nazarenas leads this squad in home runs. He's got 9 of them after he hit one yesterday, and he hit one the day previous when they played the Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp. 2 days ago, they played the Pistol Shrimp as Nazarenas takes this pitch a strike. The Catfish they say they get back at about 3 a.m. yesterday from Illinois and then play at 6 p.m. yesterday against the Dans. They still get the job done and still record history. Nazarenas has hit a home run in 2 straight games, looking to make it 3. This pitch inside to Nazarenas, and he's got to be feeling like he's the only one with this box today. He has not liked the calls, and to be honest, I can't blame him. Nazarenas has gotten an extraordinarily large box today. He's aware of it, though, so with 2 strikes, he'll have to fight to stay alive. Nazarenas in the box, ready to go. This pitch well outside. It'll be a 2-2 count. Nazarenas rips this ball up the middle. It's going to be off the glove of Will Burke. He will throw on over to first and make the play, but Hayden Nazarenas does advance the base runner, Leighton Ivers, on over to third. A productive out for Nazarenas. Good defense right there by Will Burke. The ball did get ricocheted off his glove. It was a bobble, but Nazarenas hits the ball hard, man. That is fantastic for Burke to stay in front of the ball. That's just what you got to do, Dans. They do record errors. They got 5 today. It's undeniable at this point. The Dans do record errors, but as long as you can keep yourself away from them, it's all positive. First pitch delivered an off-speed to Kessler. He was way ahead of it. It'll be 0-1. David Kessler, as mentioned earlier, on the Western Conference All-Star squad this year. He's got 40 hits on the year as Kessler fouls this ball off. 40 hits, 9 doubles, and 4 triples. He leads the Catfish in triples by far with 4. The next man up is, I believe, a 4-way tie between Hayden Nazarenas, Leighton Ivers, Andres Matias, Pete Britton, and Corey Waters. A 5-way tie, with 1 triple each. Kessler leads the way with 4 by far. He flies this ball on the infield. It's going to be caught by the second baseman, Will Burke. So 2 outs back-to-back recorded by Burke and 2 outs for the Dans here in the 5th. I'll bring up Andres Matias to bat for the Catfish. Matias 0 for 2 today. This kid went 1 for 1 yesterday. Had 2 sac flies and a walk, as well as a hit yesterday. First pitch to Matias has him shaking his head. It'll be 0-1. Matias himself hails from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, as well as his first base coach right now, who is smiling after that pitch and giving him some encouragement. Moises Rosario. Moises and Andres, both from Santo Domingo. Andres plays most recently at Austin P University. That's where he was playing some college ball. 0-2 count to Matias. That one most definitely a ball. That'll be 1-2. Matias, I don't know how old he is by a number, but he's one of, if not the oldest guy on this Cape Catfish summer roster. He was a grad senior last year at Austin P, and he's still playing here. You got to love to see it. The kid's staying young, keeping the prospect league with him. He's keeping ball with him. You got to love to see it. Just looking to improve, looking to continue his career with a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Matias, flies it into right. Under it is Jacob May, but you never know. May make that play, though. May, if you know what I'm talking about. 4-2 is the score. Catfish still lead by 2 after 5. We'll see you in the top of the 6th for the Dans. It'll be Carson Brady, Cade Farquhar, and Bryce Vorwald. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Rick Horton, former Major League pitcher and current broadcaster. I'm also a Montgomery Bank customer, thanks to excellent service, interest rates, and mortgage options. Montgomery Bank uses the same technology and expertise as big banks. It is family-owned with local decision-making, convenient services, and an easier and friendlier approach. Montgomery Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This Cape Catfish broadcast is brought to you in part by Three Eagles Distributing, proud home of our distributors of the Anheuser-Busch family of beers in Southeast Missouri, including Budweiser, Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, Busch Light, and Stella Artois, providing refreshments all summer long at backyard gatherings, weekends at the lake, and Cape Catfish games. Three Eagles Distributing with locations in Cape Girardeau and Kennett, Missouri, and wishing the Catfish the best of luck this summer.
We welcome you back inside of Cape Girardeau, Missouri, the city of roses. Luis Pizzotti still on the bump for the Catfish. Last inning, we talked a little bit about the day one draft picks that the Prospect League had in the MLB draft. They got a lot more draftees than just day one, though. We'll go down the list. Owen Henney started day 2 off for the Catfish, actually. He was drafted by the St. Louis Cardinals, stays home in Missouri. I don't know if home is the right word because he played at Seton Hill University in Pennsylvania, but he did play for the Catfish the last 2 summers. Henney played for the last 2 summers in 2024 and in 2025, and now gets drafted by the Cardinals in the 6th round with the 175th overall pick. First batter that Luis Pizzotti will face this inning is Carson Brady. Brady watches his pitch low and away. It'll be 1-0. Many greats have played throughout the Prospect League and have made a name for themselves come MLB. So it's always interesting to name these guys. You never know what they could become. Did you know that Mike Schmidt played in the Prospect League, the Hall of Famer in the MLB? Luis Pizzotti with the off speed gets Carson Brady to watch. It'll be a 1-1 count. Did you know that Kirby Puckett played in the Prospect League? Both of these guys a little bit older than these current players, all right? They played back in the day, but nonetheless, they played in the Prospect League, or they played in the league that was the Prospect League before the Prospect League, as this ball is ripped high by Brady, caught by Nazarenas in right. In 2009 is when the Prospect League was first established. Before that, it was a league, though, called the CICL, the Central Illinois Collegiate League. So Mike Schmidt and Kirby Puckett, members of the Prospect League / Central Illinois Collegiate League. Who else has played in the Prospect League? Well, I'll tell you after the first pitch to Cade Farquhar. 1 out recorded for the field of the Catfish. Luis Pizzotti looking to get 2. Farquhar fouls the ball off. It'll be 0-1. Jonathan Papelbon has also played in the Prospect League. That's right, long-time closer. Not only did Jonathan Papelbon play in the Prospect League, he played for the Dansville Dans, all right? So the Dansville Dans maybe most notorious player of all time, Jonathan Papelbon. Did you know Jonathan Papelbon finished his MLB career with 368 saves? You can't deny that man could close a baseball game. 1-1 count is the count to Cade Farquhar. Farquhar plays at Siena University. Pizzotti just misses his spot on that pitch. 2-1 count. There's a couple more names that I'd like to mention with some MVPs next to their name. You have to mention the MVP when you talk about these guys. Did you know? As Pizzotti delivers the pitch on the 2-1 count, Farquhar rips it up the middle. It's almost fielded by Pete Britton. He slides to make the play, but he's unable to corral the ball in. So Cade Farquhar will be on first. Did you know that in 2016, the Kansas City Royals won the MLB World Series? Who was on that roster? And not only who was on that roster, who won the 2016 World Series MVP? Do you remember? He hit from the left side of the field, played a little shortstop, played a little second base. If you're unfamiliar, it's Ben Zobrist. Ben Zobrist played in the Prospect League back in the day. Isn't that pretty unbelievable? Jonathan Papelbon, Ben Zobrist, Mike Schmidt, Kirby Puckett. You know who else has played? I know. We're naming a lot of guys. And trust me, there's more. Like Joe Girardi, the longtime Yankees coach, played for the Peoria Chiefs when the league was the Central Illinois Collegiate League. So many big names have played throughout this league. Did you know that Ryan Howard played it throughout this league? The Ryan Howard who won National League MVP in 2006 with the Philadelphia Phillies. He came through the Prospect League himself and then ended up winning MLB MVP. A little fun fact about Ryan Howard, myself went to the same high school that Ryan Howard did, Lafayette High School out in Wildwood, Missouri, as we will see a mound visit from the Cape Catfish. The catcher, Paxton Flagg, decided to take the liberty and visit Pizzotti on his own. Now the assistant coach of the Catfish looking to get out to the mound as well. Pizzotti kind of stretching, so you got to imagine this is more than just a calm down Pizzotti visit. This is a make sure he's good and see if anything's all right. They're actually going to bring the trainer out as well as the head coach of the Cape Catfish, Colin Bukiewicz. So everybody coming out to check on Pizzotti, including the trainer. Something's going on. Maybe his back. We're not going to speculate. We will let you know if anything is official or if Pizzotti stays in or out of the game. Let's give you some stats for both of these teams, right? Team stats. You know that the Cape Catfish have the best record in all of the Prospect League right now. They're 36-17. They just set the record for most consecutive wins in a row with 18 and counting. We do have a man currently warming up in the bullpen for Cape, and it looks like he's going to be brought in. I don't know who it is yet, but I believe I see motion coming from the bullpen. So Pizzotti's day might be done. He might just be hurt, and presumably Luis Pizzotti's day is done. He's going to fist bump his teammates, and so that means that we will take a break here in the Montgomery Bank broadcast booth. We'll tell you who the new man is to pitch in just a little bit. Luis Pizzotti's day is done early due to injury. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, this is Rick Horton, former Major League pitcher and current broadcaster. I'm also a Montgomery Bank customer, thanks to excellent service, interest rates, and mortgage options. Do you need money to remodel? A home equity line of credit could be just what you need. A HELOC from Montgomery Bank lets you tap into that equity for home improvements, vacation, college tuition, a car, or to consolidate debt. Put your home to work for you. Montgomery Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
See Placid Tire Service for the right tire at the right price right now. Placid Tire Service is the area's biggest selection of in-stock tires at the lowest price. While others are searching for tires to order, we'll get you fixed up with a great set of tires and back on the road in no time with our 4 tires, 1 hour guarantee. Plus, we make the purchase easy on your budget with our Placid Tire Service card or no credit needed financing options. For the right tire at the right price right now, the choice is easy. That's Placid Tire Service.
Whether it's a long line at the amusement park,
45 minutes.
Waiting to get inside the club, or getting stuck at the DMV. Nobody likes to wait. Mercy is eliminating the wait for great health care. Our online tools mean you can get the care you need now. Mercy Now. More of what you need now. Visit mercynow.net.
We welcome you back inside Capahal Park in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. A very historic town Cape Girardeau is. You know what else is historic? Danville. Danville, Illinois is historic. We currently have a new pitcher warming up in the game for the Catfish. It is Will Inman, the Salisbury, Indiana native. He currently goes to Olney Central College. He's not the only man. Oh, you see what I did there. He's not the only man on this roster that goes to Olney Central College. Corey Waters, the big man, also goes to Olney Community, as well as Cade Mungle. So 2 pitchers and a hitter from Olney Central College on the Catfish roster. Why is Danville historic, you ask? Well, this has been a baseball town for as long as you can remember, for as long as anybody, I hope, listening to this has been alive. No, the Capahawk, the longtime Cape Girardeau amateur baseball team, was founded in 1894. So this team sure is historic, right? I'll tell you after the first pitch from Will Inman what makes Danville so historic. So Bryce Vorwald is the man hitting currently. He was already hitting. It's a 2-0 count, so Willman will have to come into the game mid-at-bat. First pitch from Inman is in there for a strike, so that is absolutely a good start. Inman got that sidearm delivery. We have another pitcher on the Cape Catfish who pitched yesterday, Troy O'Keefe, a little short arm delivery. You can't call it sidearm, but you can totally call Inman's delivery sidearm. So Danville has been a baseball squad, a baseball city forever. The Dans have been a official Prospect League / CICL team since the 1980s, as this pitch delivered from Inman in there for a strike. That's not the only league. That's not the only team that has played, that has existed at Danville Stadium in Danville, Illinois, though. It's full count to Vorwald. The pitch from Inman is too far inside the zone. He comes into a count that was already 2-0. That's a difficult situation to be put in. So the first walk for the Dans today comes from the new pitcher, Will Inman. So before the Dans were a squad, all the way back in the day, you know how the St. Louis Cardinals have their affiliate teams like Springfield Cardinals, like the Memphis Redbirds. All teams got their AAA, their single A, their affiliate teams. Back in the day, it might not have been AAA, single A, double A, right? It was just an affiliate team. But Danville had an affiliate team with an MLB team, as this ball is skied on by Basinger, caught by Kessler at short to record the second out of the day. Basinger now 0 for 3 on the day. Runners remain on first and second, Vorwald and Farquhar. Back in the 1940s and 1950s, Danville had an affiliate team with the Dodgers. Now, it wasn't the LA Dodgers like it is today. It was the Brooklyn Dodgers who had an affiliate team, the Danville Dodgers. That's right. They didn't call them the Danville Dans. They called them the Danville Dodgers, as Will Inman misses on for a 1-0 count. Now, many great players played for the Brooklyn Dodgers, including none other than Jackie Robinson. I know many of you know the name Jackie Robinson. If you're a baseball fan, you almost have to know the name. And if you don't, I'm sorry. Jackie Robinson, an all-time great player, but has done many things, an all-time great human, has done many things more for the world than just play baseball. He broke barriers. And he also played at Danville Stadium on June 20th, 1947. The Danville Dodgers, the affiliate team, had an exhibition game against the Brooklyn Dodgers. The affiliate team had an exhibition against the real MLB team, and it was hosted by Danville. So at Danville Stadium, June 20th, 1947, Jackie Robinson, fresh off of being called up, plays his first game for the Brooklyn Dodgers, and he plays it at Danville Stadium. And a walk is recorded for Nick Nelson. 2 walks for Will Inman, and that is going to be bases loaded for the Dans, looking to turn the tables as the winning run, or the go-ahead run, I should say, is on first base in Nick Nelson. They go ahead by 2 runs is Amir Streeter, and this guy hit a 3-run shot yesterday. I don't think you want him to be up at the plate right now. 2 outs recorded for the Dans, but nonetheless, there's a force out anywhere for the Catfish. They could get out of here unhurt. They could get out of here pretty badly hurt. Inman finds the zone on pitch 1 to Streeter. It's the Cape Catfish, home of the Cape Catfish's field in Cape Girardeau, home of the longest standing amateur baseball team, the Cape Capahaws. Danville used to have a feeder team, an affiliate team, Danville Dodgers to the Brooklyn Dodgers, and Jackie Robinson played at their stadium way back when. Also played, who else played there? Pee Wee Reese played there, other teammates of Jackie Robinson's on that Brooklyn Dodgers squad. So 1-1 count to Streeter. Inman gets him to fly. This could be huge for the Catfish. It's in weird territory, but the first baseman, Samuel Richardson, on his back pedal is able to find the ball and make the play. Nothing hurt for the Catfish. 3 base runners left for the Dans, and it is Catfish coming up in the bottom of the 6th. It'll be Paxton Flagg, Samuel Richardson, and Enrique Villanueva. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Prospect League Baseball.
Hi, this is Rick Horton, former Major League pitcher and current broadcaster. I'm also a Montgomery Bank customer, thanks to excellent service, interest rates, and mortgage options. Montgomery Bank uses the same technology and expertise as big banks. It is family-owned with local decision-making, convenient services, and an easier and friendlier approach. Montgomery Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm starving, man. But if I grab another fast food meal, I'm going to feel like I slid into the wrong base.
Yeah, I need something that actually tastes like someone meant to cook it.
So where do we go?
Rhodes.
Rhodes? The gas station?
The convenience stores, my guy. They feed the whole Cape Catfish team every game. If those dudes trust it, you know it's a home run. Snackatizers that hit the spot. Crispy fried chicken and fish, pulled pork on a sweet Hawaiian roll, baked sweets, parfaits, the whole lineup stacked.
Okay, that sounds legit. And it's just a quick drive to your neighborhood Rhodes.
Fuel up like the Catfish at Rhodes Convenience Stores. Proud cook for the Cape Catfish. And this summer, Rhodes is giving away 4 USA 250 golf carts. Visit your neighborhood Rhodes to find out how to get your scratch-off ticket for a chance to win.
Kyler Messenger bringing you the play-by-play this weekend. Jackson Frazier's day is done. He went 5 innings, gave up 6 hits, 4 runs, but only 2 of them were earned, and he struck out for Frazier, the former, and when I say former, just 2 weeks ago, Prospect League Pitcher of the Week. His day is done, and into the game for the Dans is Cade Padham, a right-hander. Now, so was Frazier. They stick with the righties today. Padham from Marshall, Illinois. You know where he goes to school? It's not too far, at least compared to some of these other guys, right? You got guys like the starter yesterday for the Dans was from Dallas, Texas, and then you got guys on this squad, multiple guys on the squad from Florida. I'm trying to count the number. There is at least 5+ guys on the Dans from Florida. Nonetheless, though, Cade Padham from Marshall, Illinois. It's going to be Paxton Flagg to bat first for the Catfish. Samuel Richardson on deck. And Enrique Villanueva in the hole. First pitch that we have seen from Padham, a little bit high, 1-0 for Paxton Flagg. The bottom of the 6th inning here. Catfish lead 4-2. Second pitch from Padham, high as well. Came in at 88 miles per hour off the hands of Cade Padham comes into this ball game with a 4.35 ERA. It's his 5th appearance of the summer. He's pitched 10.1 innings to this point. Padham's off speed. He's just finishing a little bit high right now. He's not finishing his release. It's a 3-0 count to Paxton Flagg. And Padham does find the zone. It's very big for him. His first at bat this game that he's been pitching in, and he does find the zone. I think it would have been a lot worse if he walked the first batter with no strikes thrown. Even if he does end up walking the batter, he has found the zone, so he knows how to get back to it. 3-1 count for Flagg. Here's a delivery from Padham, and this one's high and tight as well. It will be a walk, a leadoff walk for Paxton Flagg. Bring up Samuel Richardson to bat next, and we're going to have time be called by the catcher, J.J. Basinger. No mound visit or anything of the sort from the coaches of Danville, but Basinger just trying to talk to his guys, see what he's feeling. First at-bat walk for Basinger, or for Basinger's guy, Cade Padham, I should say. So he's out there just calming him down, seeing what he's feeling, trying to level his head. First pitch from Padham to Richardson, delivered outside. It'll be a 1-0 count. Once again, we are here at Parrot Head Night in Cape Girardeau at Kappa Field. You see the jerseys the Catfish are rocking are the Margaritaville jerseys. It's all in theme. It's not called Jimmy Buffett Night, but it's all in theme of Jimmy Buffett. You can see the colorful jerseys made for the Catfish. They don't look on theme with the Catfish's usual color scheme, but nonetheless, very, very cool jerseys. Richardson watches his pitch outside, and so does Basinger. It goes off the tip of his glove, which will allow the runner, Paxton Flagg, to advance to second. Now with no outs, and Sam Richardson faces a 3-0 count. Difficult waters here for the new pitcher, Cade Padham. Padham comes set. Now he'll fire in a 4-pitch walk for Sam Richardson. Back-to-back walks for the Dans. They walk 2 batters on, and now we will indeed see a mound visit from head coach Cam Gross. The pitcher, Cade Padham, just yet to settle in. Let's go ahead and give you guys some team stats. What are these teams been doing recently? We'll talk about their schedules first. The Catfish, if you've been familiar with us, even if you're just joining us, I'm sure you're aware, are on a 18-game winning streak. So in their last 5, clearly they haven't lost. Their most recent game yesterday against Danville, they won. Then they had the series against the Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp the last few days. They beat them in the most recent game on Thursday, 11-0. And then before that, beat the Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp 14-3. Previously, 2 games before that, the Catfish played the Jackson Rockabillys and the O'Fallon Hoots. They only beat the Hoots by 1, 5-4. Almost spoiled some history, the Hoots did. And then Jackson Rockabillys, they beat them 18-8. On the other side of the quarter, the Danville Dans are 1-4 in their last 5. The last team they beat was Decatur. They beat them 21-11. So the last time the Dans got a win, they scored 21 runs. Haven't necessarily done that this weekend, but they are capable of it, just a note. So fresh off the mound visit, first pitch from Padham is thrown in the dirt. Now he's lucky. His counterpart, his pitcher before, Jackson Frazier, got unlucky earlier in the game. His bounced pitch didn't skip back to the catcher. It hit the lip of the front of home plate and bounced up at least a solid 15 feet, 10 feet in the air maybe, and let the runners advance. So with no outs, that's huge for the For the Catfish did not let the runners advance, but here's a great hit from Enrique Villanueva that gets all the way to left. The relay at home is going to be close. Here's the play. The tag is missed by Basinger, so Paxton Flagg scores from second off the bat of Enrique Villanueva. That is his second RBI of the day. He's 2 for 3. Bring up Pete Britton to bat for the Catfish. Enrique Villanueva making it happen for the Catfish. If you remember, in his first at-bat, had that inside the park home run. And so an exact same situation as the last at-bat. No outs, runners on first and second, but the Catfish have already scored 1 this inning, making it 5-2. Now Pete Britton up with no outs, runners on first and second. First pitch to Britton is in the dirt. Handled by Basinger. It'll be 1-0. Cape Catfish lead the entire Prospect League in hits. Coming into today's game, they had 458. Now, they currently have 7 hits on the day and counting, so they will still lead the league in hits after this game, just with a couple more to their name. Patton pitches. Britton rips. It'll be foul. Pete Britton, originally from Illinois himself. He's from Dietrich, Illinois. Britton plays his college ball at Millikan University, as well as Leighton Ivers on the squad does, and Britton is going to have himself a single. That's going to advance the runners. Richardson will hold up on 3. That's going to load the bases for the Catfish. Pete Britton with a single. He's 2 for 2 today. So with the Michael Jackson playing in between mound visits, that's going to be the day for Cade Haddam. He walks the first 2 batters that he faces. He gives up a hit to Enrique Villanueva, an RBI hit, and now the bases are loaded. It'll be a tough situation for the new pitcher. We're going to take a quick couple of ad breaks here on the radio, and we'll be right back. It is Catfish 5, Dans 2.
I'm starving, man. But if I grab another fast food meal, I'm going to feel like I slid into the wrong base.
Yeah, I need something that actually tastes like someone meant to cook it.
So where do we go?
Rhodes.
Rhodes? The gas station?
The convenience stores, my guy. They feed the whole Cape Catfish team every game. If those dudes trust it, you know it's a home run. Snackatizers that hit the spot. Crispy fried chicken and fish, pulled pork on a sweet Hawaiian roll, baked sweets, parfaits, the whole lineup stacked.
Okay, that sounds legit. And it's just a quick drive to your neighborhood Rhodes.
Fuel up like the Catfish at Rhodes Convenience Stores. Proud cook for the Cape Catfish. And this summer, Rhodes is giving away 4 USA 250 golf carts. Visit your neighborhood Rhodes to find out how to get your scratch-off ticket for a chance to win.
Don't wait until the next heat wave. Call Dutch Enterprises now. If your AC is blowing warm air, making strange noises, or just not keeping up, don't sweat it. Call the team at Dutch Enterprises. We're here to keep your home cool, comfortable, and running right when you need it most. Trusted HVAC service with a team you can count on. Schedule your service today with Dutch Enterprises. Your neighbor since 1962.
Call Dutch. Dutch. Call Dutch.
We are back inside of Cape Girardeau, Missouri, home of the Catfish, home of the Red Hawks, formerly home of the Capahaws, and home to a Prospect League record 18 consecutive wins. The Cape Catfish were lucky enough to do it at home last night, and they're looking to continue that streak. They currently have the bases loaded. All right, who's on bases? Samuel Richardson is at third. Enrique Villanueva is at second. Pete Britton is at first, and Caden Nelson up to bat, the new pitcher into the ball game. James Duckworth First pitch we see from Duckworth is inside. It's going to be a passed ball. Here comes Richardson. Richardson slides, and that is in time. No contest from the Dans defense. So the very first pitch that we see from Duckworth is spiked in the dirt, and it allows the Catfish to advance on past the ball. Still no outs recorded. Still 2 runners in scoring position. Villanueva now at third, and Britton at second, and Nelson with a 1-0 count. The lefty hitter facing the righty pitcher. Here is the pitch from Duckworth. He misses. It'll be a 2-0 count. Duckworth set. Duckworth goes. Nelson pops this ball up high. Under it is Basinger. The mask is on the ground. He turns his body correctly and makes the play. Really huge for catchers at this level, at the collegiate level in the Prospect League Summer Ball. You guarantee that the catchers are going to be doing it. But just important to note, the catchers, you got to think about it logistically. Think about where the players are in the field compared to the catcher. They're looking opposite ways. So the catcher, when he gets a pop-up, has to turn his body 180 degrees because it is easier to see the ball, looking towards home plate essentially than looking behind it. Now, it just makes for a tough angle for a catcher because you're not looking at the ball forward, you're looking at it straight up, right? It's hard to judge where that ball is. Nonetheless, Basinger makes the play look easy. Nelson's the first out for the Catfish, and the top of the lineup, Ivers, now is up. So first pitch ball to Ivers. Ivers 3 for 3 today. Ivers rips this ball. 2 runners are on. Looking back is Vorwald in left, and he'll make the play crashing into the fence. It was deep enough, though, for a tag up. Enrique Villanueva sends home off the bat of Ivers, and he almost had a 3-run shot. That ball was a solid 4 more curls from getting over the fence. Ivers got to be beating himself up over that, but he's already 3 for 3 today. He is still 3 for 3 with a sac fly. Great piece of hitting from Ivers to knock in Villanueva, and the Catfish now lead 7-2. And none other than Hayden Nazarenas is up to bat. So Nazarenas with 2 outs and 1 runner on, looking to make something happen. Britton is the runner at third. This pitch finds the zone. It's a 1-1 count to Naz. Nazarenas 0 for 3 today. Had that ground out in his last at-bat, but he earned himself an RBI. Nazarenas rips this ball into right center field. Looking up and getting under the ball is Amir Streeter, and to the warning track on back-to-back plays is where the Catfish fly out. I mean, seriously, as much as it's a joke, 4 more curls, and those balls are over the fence. The Catfish scored 3, though. It is 7-2. Cape Sway, don't go anywhere. This one's getting good. We'll see you in the top of the 7th for Carson Brady, Cade Farquhar, and Bryce. Excuse me. I do apologize. We'll see you in the top of the 7th for top of the lineup for the Danes. Jacob May, Will Burke, and Nick Palmy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
Whether it's a long line at the amusement park,
45 minutes.
waiting to get inside the club, or getting stuck at the DMV. Nobody likes to wait. Mercy is eliminating the wait for great health care. Our online tools mean you can get the care you need now. Mercy Now. More of what you need now. Visit mercynow.net.
Hi, this is Rick Horton, former Major League pitcher and current broadcaster. I'm also a Montgomery Bank customer. thanks to excellent service, interest rates, and mortgage options. Montgomery Bank uses the same technology and expertise as big banks. It is family-owned with local decision-making, convenient services, and an easier and friendlier approach. Montgomery Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You love your truck, and Plaza Tire Service is here to help you make it even better. We've got wheels, leveling kits, and of course, the area's largest selection of light truck tires. With ATs and mud tires up to 35s and bigger, Plaza Tire Service has you covered. The pros at Plaza Tire Service can help you select a great combination that will work with your truck. Plus, with our Plaza Tire Service card or no credit needed financing, your upgrades can be easy on your budget. So take your truck from stock to spectacular with Plaza Tire Service.
Welcome back inside of Kappa Field, inside of Kappa Park, inside of Cape Girardeau, Missouri. We are here when the Catfish lead 7-2. It's the top of the 7th inning, and the top of the lineup are up for Danville. You know, top of the lineup, top of the 7th. You're down 5, but you just treat this game like it's a brand new game. You're top of the lineup, and you're just starting. Jacob May, he's 0 for 3 today. Let's just forget all of that. He's 0 for 0, right, May? Let's see what he can do. 1-0 count is the first pitch off the hands of the new pitcher. Will Inman is a ball. Now, not a brand new pitcher. Inman did come in at the mid to end of last inning. Luis Pizzotti left the game early with an injury. Pizzotti had a very good outing, and he was set to stay in the game, but he did tweak something on one of the last pitches. We're not going to speculate on what that tweak was, but nonetheless, he does get hurt. So you'll have to stay updated on Luis Pizzotti. We'll see if we can talk to Coach Vukevich after the game. Just make sure you stay on if you're listening on radio for that post-game interview. It's a 1-1 count now to Jacob May. May swings. It was an off-speed from Inman. Came in at 68 miles per hour. 1-2 count to Inman. Or, excuse me, from Inman to 1-2 count for May. Pitch delivered outside. It'll be 2-2. Two count to Jacob May. Leadoff batter here for the Dans. Paxton Flagg gets set in his position. May, off the end of his bat, almost gets a little sneaker to get by the third baseline, but it will remain foul. Still a 2-2 count for Jacob May, the man who is second on this squad in batting average. Tied for third with home runs as well. He's got 3 on the season. Inman delivers. That one inside and low. Full count to Jacob May. Jacob May with a .493 on base percentage. That goes for best on the squad. He's got the best on base percentage on Danville. And right on cue, he gets on base. Jacob May showing just why. Not only can he hit and run, he's got a fantastic eye as well. Jacob May with the walk. So that'll bring up Will Burke to bat next. Will Burke following Jacob May, who was second on the team in average. Burke himself has the best batting average on this squad. Will Inman fires. This one outside, but Paxton Flagg, good defense to stretch his body out and make that play before it hits the backstop. It's a 1-0 count. Runner on first is May. He takes his lead. Burke rips this ball down the right field line. He's already had one real close on the line earlier in this game. This ball just misses, and it remains foul, and it will be a 1-1 count now for Will Burke. Will Burke, one of these many Dans that hail from Florida. I'm actually going to count up the exact number for you guys. Make sure we're not spreading any misinformation. 6 players on the Danville Dans hail from Florida, multiple different areas in Florida. But multiple players hail from Florida, including Will Burke, who's up right now from Tampa, Florida. It's a 2-1 count for Burke. Inman fires and gets this pitch past Will Burke. Two and two count. Inman's set. There's a runner on first. Inman fires, and he gets Burke to go down swinging. Will Burke, a man who does not strike out often. In fact, he almost doesn't strike out at all. This man just went down swinging off of the hands of Will Inman. Inman's first K since being in the game. There will be 1 out recorded. Jacob May remains on first, and Nick Palmy is the man to bat. First pitch to Palmy is going to miss the glove of Paxton Flagg, so Jacob May will advance to second pretty easily. He rounds the bag and stays on 2. Nick Palmy up to bat right now. How about this stat for the Dans? Now, unfortunately, they don't lead the league in as many hitting categories as the Catfish do, but that's not to say that they don't lead the league in at least one hitting category. The Thrillbillies, as well as the Danville Dans, are tied for first in the Prospect League in triples. And it's a lot of thanks to this guy who's up to bat right now, Nick Palmy. He leads this squad in triples. All right, Nick Palmy this season has 9 triples. If you remember, the Cape Catfish man who has the most triples on the team is David Kessler with 4. Nick Palmy has 9. First strike delivered to Palmy off the hands of Will Inman.
He was grabbing his side, like he was like this. No, he was like this, and I was like, "Where does it hurt?" He's like, "Right here." I'm like, "There's nothing there, buddy. Let's go."
Pitch to Palmy is ripped foul. Almost a sweet snag off the hat of one of the Catfish defenders in the dugout. No good. No close, but no cigar. It'll be a 2-2 count to Nick Palmy.
Of the year, guys. Good job. I mean, that was a
Palmy rips this ball foul yet again, this time opposite field, down the left field line and out of the facility.
You guys have survival instincts.
I don't. I guess his mom didn't see it because his mom was sitting right there videoing it. Because we come out of the dugout and he's like still trying to like force tears. And she goes, "What's wrong with you?"
I love that. Okay, good. We're not getting sued.
2-2 count to Palmy. This one low and inside. It'll be back to a full count for Will Inman. He faced a full count on the man who's on second right now, Jacob May. He'll face another one in Palmy. 7-2 Catfish's way here in the top of the 7th. Palmy swings on this pitch, and it's another foul ball. He stays alive. Still a full count. Nick Palmy 1 for 3 in today's ball game. He does have an RBI on that one hit. And do you remember what it was? A little trivia quiz for you folks if you've been listening and watching with us the entire game. Nick Palmy was the first run of this game. He hit himself home. That's how he got his RBI. Hit a solo shot in the first and has since been quieted down. Palmy looking to get back on the scoreboard. Palmy rips this ball into right, looking to be an RBI, but they will hold Jacob May up at third, and you got to imagine that's a pretty good decision with the cannon from Naz coming in from right field pretty immediately. So on first is Nick Palmy. He gets his first hit since the first inning, right on cue for Palmy. They needed that. They now got runners on the corners. May on third, Palmy on first, and the 4-hole hitter, Carson Brady, up to bat. Brady, also one of the Dan members who hails from Florida, one of 6. Carson Brady is from Odessa, Florida himself. I wonder where the connection comes from. Do they just happen to recruit from Florida? Do they have a coach who knows guys? I wonder or do these guys know each other and all we're just like, hey, let's go play for the Dans this summer? I don't know where the connection comes from, but they do have 6 guys from Florida on the rosters. Bases not loaded. The corners are loaded. Runners on third and first. 1 ball for the batter, Carson Brady. Runner going, and they're just going to leave him be. Paxton Flagg got the ball in the dirt. Maybe if it was a great pitch to Flagg, he would have changed his approach, but you're unsure, right? Maybe at that point you do what Paxton Flagg just did. You eat it, and you just move on. You hope that Inman can get out without giving up 2 minutes. 2 runners in scoring position now, and it's a 2-0 count to Carson Brady. Here comes Inman. This pitch inside, 3-0 count.
Like it's the max kind of bowl, dude. Oh, man. That would have been too good. Oh, my God, yeah. No, I never saw him. Never not.
Will Inman throws, and this pitch is going to find the zone. Carson Brady thought it would have been a ball. It was a little bit of a delayed call, but nonetheless a great call for the Catfish side of the field. 3-1 count now to Carson Brady. Inman looking to use that friendly call from the umpire in his favor. And a back pick to second base from Inman is going to allow the runners to advance. That'll be a run-scoring mistake and possibly a 2-run scoring mistake. The ball instead ricochets off the dugout of the Dans, and Nick Palmy is forced to stay at third. But Jacob May scores on the miss back pick from Will Inman, and you got to imagine a 3-1 count, a back pick to second could have been a really good surprise, but you missed a throw, and that is a bad beat for the Fish. 1 run scored here in the 7th, and potentially more with a runner on third. Here's the delivery from Inman. A small little bloop smack off of the bat of Brady is caught by David Kessler. The tag by Palmy will be successful. David Kessler, that's a Gold Glove type play and made at shortstop, young man. What a play from Kessler at short. I mean, wow, he had to stretch for that. Doesn't Willie Mays the ball. He backhands and just reaches it and just grabs at the ball. Fantastic defense right there from Kessler. He doesn't, quote-unquote, save a run, but he does, because if that ball drops, then Palmy scores and there's a runner on first with 1 out, okay? Now, there's nobody on and 2 outs. A completely different situation, but the mound visit from Colin Butkevich says that is the day for Will Inman. We'll take a quick break here on the radio and be right back when our new pitcher is in the game.
Hi, this is Rick Horton, former Major League pitcher and current broadcaster. I'm also a Montgomery Bank customer, thanks to excellent service, interest rates, and mortgage options. Do you need money to remodel? A home equity line of credit could be just what you need. A HELOC from Montgomery Bank lets you tap into that equity for home improvements, vacation, college tuition, a car, or to consolidate debt. Put your home to work for you. Montgomery Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Miller Lite is the light beer brewed for people who love the taste of beer. For those who are always the first to volunteer for beer runs, who hit up tailgates for sports that they don't even like, and believe having a beer fridge in the garage is non-negotiable. It's a 96-calorie, 3.2 carb love letter to beer lovers who know that the best part of beer is the beer part. Miller Lite. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2022 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin beer.
Hi, this is Rick Horton, former Major League pitcher and current broadcaster. I'm also a Montgomery Bank customer, thanks to excellent service, interest rates, and mortgage options. Montgomery Bank uses the same technology and expertise as big banks. It is family-owned with local decision-making, convenient services, and an easier and friendlier approach. Montgomery Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We are back inside of Capahua Park. Kyler Messenger on the mic, bringing you the play-by-play this weekend. Out is Will Inman, and in is Caleb Oligschlager in the game for the Catfish. Oligschlager, a Missouri native. He's from St. Elizabeth, Missouri, and he plays his college ball at Harding University. Oligschlager been a fantastic piece of this pitching rotation all season. His first pitch, the off-speed, comes in at 75 miles per hour and cuts to the inside corner of the plate on the lefty, Cade Farquhar. It'll be an 0-1 count. Bases empty for Oligschlager. He's looking to get out of this inning untouched. Second pitch, another off-speed, just 1 mile per hour. Slower at 76 in the zone for Farquhar. 2 sliders thrown on the first 2 pitches from Oligschlager. This will be a very interesting choice of pitch on the 0-2 count. He shakes off the catcher, Paxton Flagg. Oligschlager's got an idea of what he wants to do. Comes with the fastball. This pitch dribbled on over to first. The play made by the first baseman, Sam Richardson, and Caleb Oligschlager comes in the game and in 3 pitches gets out of the inning. 2 runs scored by the Dans in the top of the 7th, though. It's Dans 4, Catfish 7. We'll see you in the bottom of 7.
Don't wait until the next heat wave. Call Dutch Enterprises now. If your AC is blowing warm air, making strange noises, or just not keeping up, don't sweat it. Call the team at Dutch Enterprises. We're here to keep your home cool, comfortable, and running right when you need it most. Trusted HVAC service with a team you can count on. Schedule your service today with Dutch Enterprises. Your neighbor since 1962.
Call Dutch. Dutch. Call Dutch.
See Placid Tire Service for the right tire at the right price right now. Placid Tire Service is the area's biggest selection of in-stock tires at the lowest price. While others are searching for tires to order, we'll get you fixed up with a great set of tires and back on the road in no time with our 4 tires, 1 hour guarantee. Plus, we make the purchase easy on your budget with our Placid Tire Service card or no credit needed financing options. For the right tire at the right price right now, the choice is easy. That's Placid Tire Service.
We welcome you back inside the home of the Catfish. It is the bottom of the 7th inning. Currently, the score is 7-4 Catfish's way. They scored 3 in the bottom of the 6th, looking to continue their hot streak. In the top of the 7th, it was 2 runs scored by the Dans. So 5 runs scored in the last 2 frames. We'll see if that streak continues. The 3-hole hitter, 3-4-5, is up for the Catfish. It'll be Kessler, Matias, and Flagg following Matias. First up is David Kessler, who had that sweet backhanded play at shortstop just last inning. It was a really good defensive play that Kessler made. First pitch from the pitcher, James Duckworth, delivered a strike to Kessler. We have seen 3 different pitchers in the game for the Dans. It started off with Jackson Frazier, who went 5 innings. Then Cade Padham did not make it out of a full inning. Kessler flies this ball high into foul territory. Under it is the catcher, Basinger, and he's able to track the ball down. Basinger showing off the glove yet again. We'll bring up Andres Matias to bat next for the Catfish. Matias hitting .318 coming into today's ball game. That's his batting average. First pitch from Duckworth. Matias hits and it will be foul. Cape Catfish themselves, just as a team, comparative to other teams' stats in the league, they are first in batting average. They are first in on-base percentage, first in hits, first in RBIs, first in runs, and yes, I'm still going, first in ERA, first in WHIP, and they also clearly have the most wins and the least amount of losses. So, many stat categories that the Cape Catfish lead the Prospect League in so far this summer. Matias takes the 1-1 pitch. It'll be 2-1 as that one comes in high. Danville, on the other hand, their best statistics is triples. They have the league lead in triples. It comes from hits allowed on a pitching perspective, and on a pitching perspective, the Dansville Dans allow the least amount of hits to opponents. Now, I was talking about this with my counterpart last night, the color commentator, the other play-by-play broadcaster, Ryan Winkler, who we are both filling in for your typical play-by-play broadcaster, Rusty Hendricks, as Matias takes this pitch high and tight, so he will walk in 5 pitches. I was talking about this with Ryan yesterday. Now, this team does lead the league in hits allowed, right? They allow the opponent to hit the least amount. But how much of that is the pitching staff not allowing hits? And how much of that is them being last in the league in errors, allowing the most amount of errors? As a helicopter is actually flying over Capitol Hall right now. I can't see it, but I'll tell you what, I'm sure you can too. I can hear it, as can most of the guys. I saw both the umpires taking a second to admire the cool helicopter flying over the field. But we're not focused on that. We're focused on the Catfish, and the Dans flag flies this ball into right. It could be trouble. That's a difficult position, and nobody's going to be there to make the play. May slid in right, but he wasn't able to get it. Rounding second and heading into third is Matias, and into second base with a single that allows him to advance on a double. Paxton flag, another miscommunication for the Dans in the field. Now, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. What a placement for flag. High fly ball in between the second baseman, the first baseman, and the right fielder, right down the line. Just a difficult spot for anybody to make that play. And the Dans, unfortunately, unable to make it. So 1 out, runners on second and third. 2 runners in scoring position. And Sam Richardson now faces James Duckworth. Richardson takes a home run swing on pitch 1. It'll be strike 1. Samuel Richardson, this is his 8th start so far this season. His 9th game, but his 8th start. Pitch from Duckworth gets Richardson to check the swing. Even though he's only started 8 games, Richardson has a .350 batting average coming into today's game. He's got 20 at-bats, 7 hits, and 3 of those hits have been doubles. Duckworth delivers and gets Richardson to go down swinging. He was ready to go, but Duckworth was ready to record an out. That's now 2 down, and none other than the man who hit a home run, a Little League home run at that, but a home run earlier this game, Enrique Villanueva. 2 outs, 2 runners on for Enrique Villanueva, looking to get another RBI on his name. This pitch bounces. Enrique did check swing, but he pulled it back in time. Villanueva 2 for 3 in today's ball game. He has struck out once, which recorded that 1 falter, but other than that, had an RBI and home run. Was that Little League home run that he hit on over to the pitcher and then advanced all the way home on a dribbler to the pitcher. Villanueva takes this pitch a strike. It'll be a 1-1 count. Enrique, originally from the Chicago area, Chicago, Illinois. Not sure if there's many other Chicagos, but You never know. There's like 50 Springfields, one in every state. Maybe there's another Chicago out there, but he is from Chicago, Illinois, the Chicago that you're thinking of. Villanueva swings on this pitch. So it'll be 2 strikes. He played this last season at Southside. Played at South Suburban College. Enrique did. He's not the only man on this squad to play for South Suburban. Colin Sinkpill actually used to play for South Suburban. So Sinkpill, who's not in the game today, has been a teammate with Enrique Villanueva before this summer. Villanueva talking to his first base coach, Moises Rosario. It's 1-2 count to Villanueva. 2 runners in scoring position. Catfish up 3 with a score of 7-4. Villanueva swings and stays alive. It'll be a 1-2 count still. First 2 runs of this game were scored by opposite teams, one by Danville, one by Cape, as Villanueva takes this pitch 2-2. First 2 runs were scored by home runs. A little different scenarios. Nick Palmy in the top of the first takes a pitch over the fence into left field and hits a 1-0 shot. So Dans were up 1-0 all the way until the bottom of the third. Catfish scored 3 in the bottom of the third as Villanueva takes this off-speed pitch. That one tight, but 2 inside of the plate. So it's a full count now for Enrique Villanueva. 2 outs, but there's no runners behind those at third and second in Paxton Flagg and Andres Matias, so they will not be moving on the pitch, you would assume. The pitcher, Duckworth, steps off of the mound. Full count, 2 outs. He regathers his composure, focuses back up. Duckworth fires, and this pitch low and away. Enrique Villanueva, after being down in the count 1-2, fights back for a walk, and that walks the bases loaded. So that'll bring up Pete Britton. Britton, who is 2 for 2 today, now faces the bases loaded and no outs. Paxton Flagg is on second. Andres Matias is on third. On first is the man who just walked, Enrique Villanueva. We'll have a mound visit from the catcher, J.J. Basinger, trying to get his pitcher, James Duckworth, right back in the game. So the game started with a Nick Palmy home run, hit over the left field wall. To start the Catfish's run in the bottom of the third, Enrique Villanueva was the first man up. He hits that dribbler back to the pitcher. The pitcher, Frazier, overthrows first base, and Villanueva, after another overthrow to third base, scores a Little League home run, and then Cape was able to score 2 more runs after that. Britton, the man up, being one of those players to score the run. He's lucky here, this foul ball out of the reach of Basinger, who has had a good defending day. Basinger, a strong defender, kind of holds this Dan's defense down from behind the plate. 0-1 count to Britton. Basinger, the catcher. Another one of 6 of Danville Dans from Florida. He's from Seminole himself. Pete Britton on this Catfish squad is from Dietrich, Illinois. Bases loaded, 0-1 count. Here's Britton taking a big swing and fouls it out of the facility. It'd be an 0-2 count. Pete Britton making his 23rd start tonight. 23rd start of the summer. 0-2 count for Britton. Duckworth fires and finds the zone. That's going to get Britton looking. The throwaway from Basinger, or the throw around, actually just hit Enrique Villanueva at first. He tried to throw around the horn and hit Villanueva, who was just walking back to the base. That was a little strange, but the Cape Catfish leave the bases loaded. Nothing hurt for the Dans. They come into the top of the 8th, down 3. It is Cape 7 and Danville 4. We'll be right back for the top of the 8th. Don't go anywhere. This one coming down to the wire.
Miller Lite is the light beer brewed for people who love the taste of beer. For those who are always the first to volunteer for beer runs, who hit up tailgates for sports that they don't even like, and believe having a beer fridge in the garage is non-negotiable. It's a 96-calorie, 3.2 carb love letter to beer lovers who know that the best part of beer is the beer part. Miller Lite. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2022 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin beer.
Hi, this is Rick Horton, former Major League pitcher and current broadcaster. I'm also a Montgomery Bank customer, thanks to excellent service, interest rates, and mortgage options. Montgomery Bank uses the same technology and expertise as big banks. It is family-owned with local decision-making, convenient services, and an easier and friendlier approach. Montgomery Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You love your truck, and Plaza Tire Service is here to help you make it even better. We've got wheels, leveling kits, and of course, the area's largest selection of light truck tires. With ATs and mud tires up to 35s and bigger, Plaza Tire Service has you covered. The pros at Plaza Tire Service can help you select a great combination that will work with your truck. Plus, with our Plaza Tire Service card or no credit needed financing, your upgrades can be easy on your budget. So take your truck from stock to spectacular with Plaza Tire Service.
We welcome you back into Cape Girardeau. It is 7-4. Catfish his way. A couple other scores around the league. All right. Earlier today, the Springfield Lucky Horseshoes beat the Decatur Beanballers 11-4. The Johnston Mill Rats beat the Clinton Lumberjacks 16-3. The Valley Pistol Shrimp beat the Thrillbillies 6-5 in a tight one. And we got some other ongoing games, so we'll update you periodically throughout this inning. Bryce Vorwald up to bat for the Dans, and he's going to get an opening inning single. This pitch just goes right back up the middle. Vorwald gets on the board first. We'll bring up J.J. Basinger to bat next. Caleb Oligschlager, the man pitching for the Catfish. Oligschlager delivers. Basinger holds off. So Bryce Vorwald on first. Oligschlager pitching. And here's a steal from the runner on first. The throw is just a bit behind, so that'll be an unsuccessful putout, a steal for the Dans. We're going to go ahead and welcome our president of the Catfish, Glenn Campbell. This talk with President's Chat presented by Coalfield Distributing.
How you doing?
Great to see you, Glenn. Doing fantastic, man. How about yourself?
Good. It's going to be a nail biter, man. We had a big crowd out there tonight, so I've been out, talking to everybody and having a little fun. Margaritaville night, but this is a bullpen game for us. We're down, we've lost 14 pitchers.
Yep.
So we started Pizzotti, who did a great job, right?
Yep.
Two solo home runs. What a great job Luis did for us. And then they've been chipping away, man. This is a really, really good team. They can hit the ball. And we walked a few guys. And, they booted the ball. We booted the ball. What was that? Not a great played game by either team defensively, but we had pitch strikes. That was unfortunate. He made a good pitch to that guy, and he broke his bat and just blooped it in his center, man.
Yeah, you're right, Glenn. I mean, in this game, there's been 8 errors already.
Yeah.
Yesterday, there was 5. I mean, now, I'll tell you what. This team, the Danville Dans, very strong team, like you said. They do shoot themselves in the foot a little bit. As this pitch, it looks like it did hit Basinger, got him in the hand, so he'll trot on down to first. They're last in the league in fielding percentage. They're first in the league in errors. They've recorded the most errors. But the Catfish also got 3 today. So is it what's going on out there today?
I think it's the margaritas, man. I don't think the players are drinking them, but no, it's
Tell us about the promotion, Margaritaville Jimmy Buffett Day.
Yeah,
where are the jerseys coming from? What's going on today?
Yeah, no, that's the we've done this 3 years in a row. We just designed the jersey. It's just a fun night, right? For the crowd, different beer specials and stuff. But it's really, again, we'd love to just keep this streak going, but it's going to be tough against these guys, especially when you walk them, man. You just can't walk these guys. And there's ball one. Ollie looked pretty good last time out. Yep. He let the first two guys on, and then he wiggled out of it. Tonight, who knows?
0 outs, runners on first and second. You got the lefty Nick Nelson up to bat. 1-0 count for Nelson.
The curveball was great. Just can't get it down. He's got to get it over plate.
Here's a delivery from Olich. It just misses a little bit outside.
And again, we don't have a lot left in the bullpen tonight, so Ollie's going to have to carry us home. Maybe there's another guy down there for an inning, but yeah, it's one of those games where it's a winnable game. We've left a lot of guys. We just left Britton struck out, left to the bases loaded.
Absolutely.
He's done a great job this year, and he had a tough at bat there. I know Kessler earlier in the game. We had guy on second, no outs, guy on third, 1 out, and Kessler popped up on the infield. So we've uncharacteristically, we're not getting the hits that we normally get. Mm-hmm. This game right now should be 10 or 11-4, and then you're going, okay, I still feel good. You can walk a guy or two. Right now, you can't. I mean, this is going to be a tough one to win. I really think so. I don't know what they got left in their bullpen, right? They've got to get 6 outs too, but 6 outs are going to be tough to get off these guys if you're not going to throw strikes.
So they actually, Vorwald, the guy on second base, actually pitched yesterday. He pitched in game 1. The position player, he came in and pitched. So it is a question. They had a position player pitching in a game yesterday where they didn't seem like they were down a bunch of pitchers. Right. So maybe today, I don't know if we'll see Vorwald again, but they might be short guys too. Yeah. That's not a thing that Cape will do. We won't see a position player come in.
Oh, you could. Wooders, our first baseman, pitched the other day, struck out the side.
Okay.
It was kind of wild, but you could see it. Okay. I mean, we're down to 9 players pitching, so infield's right there. Are they going to bunt? They're not bunting.
No, here's the pitch to Nelson. This one hits the lip of the plate. The second time today that has occurred. That's going to allow the runner Vorwald to advance to third, Basinger to go to second.
He's all over the place, man. He is all over the place. 3-0, and the other night he was like this, and he found it, man. He found it and got 3 straight outs. Didn't allow a run. That was up in Illinois Valley. He didn't pitch last night, pitched the night before. So what's tonight? Saturday, pitched on Thursday.
Okay.
So pitched in 1 inning on Thursday, walked 2 guys, and then 3 straight outs. Right now he's in trouble. He's about to walk the bases loaded here with nobody out.
3-0 count for Oligschlager. He finds the zone, so he knows how to get to it. He's just got to get back to it.
The pitch that matters is strike 1. The first pitch strike. You can't throw it, and Inman couldn't find it. He walked 4 guys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so again, we'd be great if we could throw strikes. And this happens when you get deep in your bullpen sometimes. And ball 4.
Yep. So bases are going to be loaded with no outs for the Dans, a team that has been hitting pretty well. And not the guy you want up to bat, Amir Streeter, who hit that 3-run shot in the top of the 9th yesterday. Scary situation here for the Fish. They're up 3. The tying run is on first, and the go-ahead run now up to bat. The good thing about bases loaded, Glenn, there's force outs anyway. It's double play situation. So for the Catfish on the defense, that's the positives.
Corners are in to come home for a force out, up the middle, double play depth, and I like that. That's what you should do. Outfield looks like they're not deep. They're kind of in.
First pitch to Streeter. Nice off speed from Oligschlager. Comes in at 74.
Do, man. Yeah, that's the curveball he's got to get over first strike. Again, a strikeout would be nice, wouldn't it? Strikeout pop-up right here would be huge.
Sure would be. Oligschlager has unfortunately walked the 2 guys on the base pass, looking for his first strikeout in this outing. Now, Glenn, I know you're not in the dugout, but it looks like to me Pizzotti, left a little early. It looked like he might have been holding his side or holding his back, maybe left earlier than he wanted to.
He hasn't pitched more than 2 innings all year.
Got it.
So that 5 innings for him, I'd have lost money if you told me he would have went more than 3.
Okay.
So him going 5 is incredible. So he's a bullpen guy that's not used to going that. I mean, he's pitched a lot of times just an inning. Mm-hmm. So he went deep. I'm sure he was a little out of sorts. So
yeah, it really was a good outing for Pizzotti.
Great outing.
1-1 count for Ollie, and he gets the swing from Streeter. So he's now he's ahead in this count, you should say.
This is a big out right here. Again, I was down there before I walked up here. The first pitch. Broken bat, blue. You get that out. Does the inning change? It does.
It absolutely does.
All of a sudden, now you're pitching with a guy on first, and so come on, Ollie, get this guy out right here. I know his parents are right underneath. There's a lot of parents. Flag's parents are here. Sink Pell's parents are here. I like the pitch.
Yep, just misses on the outside, and we do have a guy warming up in the Catfish bullpen, so that is just a note. Glenn, you let us know who that is if you
I don't
have
know, if you see a number, I can't even see that far.
Oh, man, these jerseys, they're a little difficult to read the jerseys,
they're wild.
man.
They're wild.
I like them, though. I love them.
Yeah, I do, too. We sold about 50 of them tonight.
There you go.
Yeah, people love them.
Glenn, I'll ask you after this at-bat, actually. Give me a little bit of your background. Did you play baseball back in the day? Did you call baseball back in the day? What's your background?
I played baseball till high school,
Nice.
and I wasn't very good.
Nice.
I was about 5 foot tall, so I didn't grow till I got into high school. So,
Word.
But love the game, man. I always have. I've done play-by-play, and again, now involved in this. It's a lot of fun. I started the Missouri Bulls back in 2008, so – come on, Ollie, 2-2 pitch here. Let's get him.
2-2 delivery from Algeschlager.
Nice pitch.
Watches it on the outside corner.
Again, that is his pitch. I'm telling you right now, that is his pitch. It's a nasty pitch. He pitched, I'm trying to think. Ollie is Evansville, am I right?
Algeschlager is St. Elizabeth.
But where do you go to college?
Harding.
That's right, Harding.
Yep,
That's right.
He's a Harding guy.
Yep, he's a Harding guy. But he came here, man. He was working on some stuff, and his curveball plays. He just got to get it over first strike. Again, you know what? That was good at bat because it's strike one.
Yep.
Right. Get the first strike, and now you're a ground ball away from getting out of this.
Absolutely.
With no runs, man.
Top of the lineup for the day, and still a dangerous situation. Jacob May 0 for 3 today, though, looking to get on the board, and he's going back to it.
Now I'm telling you, that's his pitch. And that's working backwards, right?
Yep.
You throw, but again. It was funny. Roger Clemens, right? I mean, everybody goes, "What's your best pitch, favorite pitch? What's his?" He goes, "Strike one." Because strike one, the whole game changes when you get strike
Absolutely.
one.
Absolutely. The pitcher's in command after strike
100%.
one. They're in command of the at bat. They're in charge. All of the things.
I'd take a fly ball here for a sack. Nice.
You take that as well. 100%. May watches the second pitch for a strike.
That was perfect.
Algeschlager really fighting in here. His bases got loaded and he locked in.
I love it, man. Ollie's a great kid. Great kid, man. He's pitching some big innings here during the streak, man. He said he did the other night against Jackson. It was a tie ball game on a Sunday. He came in, struck out the side, walked off the mound. We went in and walked it off. So
I mean, Algeschlager coming into this game under 1 ERA. He's a .77 ERA.
He's again. He puts traffic on the bases. He just seems to get out of it, right?
Yep.
So
I mean, 0.7 ERA. That's pretty impressive. If you ask me.
How many innings we got? 9,
11, 2.
That's solid. Come on, Ollie. Come on, kid.
So 1-2 count for Algeschlager.
That last pitch was pretty good.
It's a good miss. It's a great miss.
It's got a tight zone here. Come on, baby, right here.
Algeschlager, the off speed, just misses low and in.
I like the pitch. Now you don't want to go 3-2, baby. Come on.
Got to finish him here.
Get him right here. Your best pitch is a curveball. Go back to it, man.
Looks like the middle infield still in double play position.
They are for sure. 6 holes wide open, but that's okay. It's a left-handed batter. I'll take that.
Yep, absolutely. A little shift from Kessler at short just to get up the middle a little bit. And Algeschlager does miss high on the 2-2, so it'll be full count, 1 out down.
Yep, you were 0-2, now you're 3-2. So now the batter, to me, this is back in the batter's favor.
Big situation here. Catfish up by 3. Game tying run on first base. Go-ahead run is May, who's up to bat right now.
Come on, baby. Come on, Ollie. Don't walk him.
1 out, full count. Here's a delivery. And he just misses the zone. So it will be
great pitch, but you got to start where it can be a strike, man.
Yeah.
Now base hit, and they tie this game, man. So again, that's all on him. I mean, and Colin's going to pull him. Yeah. You can't. I mean, in a game this tight, man. Is it a must-win? No. We've won 18 in a row. We're going to win the first half. We're going to win the second half. But you don't want to watch. You don't want to work this hard and let a guy that's having a tough night.
Glenn,
and again, 0-2. He got a guy strike out 0-2, and again, you're still in the ball game if you can go after that
Absolutely.
Guy. But yeah, you walk him, and he tried to talk himself into staying. Right. That's a tough outing for him, man. That's his first. That's his first run he's given up.
Yep. If you ask me, that's Troy O'Keefe coming into the game. That's what he looks like. O'Keefe pitched yesterday.
Last night, man.
Yep. Threw in last night. We'll pull up his stats real quick from last night. Before we take a quick break, we'll let O'Keefe warm up with a couple ad breaks for our radio fans. O'Keefe, though, did come in the game yesterday. 2 innings pitched, no hits allowed.
Yeah.
Catfish looking for that streak to continue. It's 5-7 Catfish's way. We'll be back in just about 60 seconds. Don't go anywhere. This one's real good.
This Cape Catfish broadcast is brought to you in part by Three Eagles Distributing, proud home of our distributors of the Anheuser-Busch family of beers in southeast Missouri, including Budweiser, Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, Busch Light, and Stella Artois, providing refreshments all summer long at backyard gatherings, weekends at the lake, and Cape Catfish games. Three Eagles Distributing with locations in Cape Girardeau and Kennett, Missouri, and wishing the Catfish the best of luck this summer.
Whether it's a long line at the amusement park,
45 minutes.
waiting to get inside the club, or getting stuck at the DMV. Nobody likes to wait. Mercy is eliminating the wait for great health care. Our online tools mean you can get the care you need now. Mercy Now. More of what you need now. Visit mercynow.net.
You love your truck, and Plaza Tire Service is here to help you make it even better. We've got wheels, leveling kits, and of course, the area's largest selection of light truck tires. With ATs and mud tires up to 35s and bigger, Plaza Tire Service has you covered. The pros at Plaza Tire Service can help you select a great combination that will work with your truck. Plus, with our Plaza Tire Service card or no credit needed financing, your upgrades can be easy on your budget. So take your truck from stock to spectacular with Plaza Tire Service.
We welcome you back inside Kappa Field, the home of the Catfish, home of the Red Hawks, and former home of the Cape Kappa Hawks. We're here with the president of the Catfish, Glenn Campbell. Glenn, what are we looking like today? How are the Catfish looking?
Well, I'll tell you what, again, Ollie had a bad, I said bad night. I mean, he was a pitch away from being having base loaded 2 outs.
And he's got high standards for himself.
100%, man. I know he's upset, but hopefully we can get O'Keefe in here, who's had 4 or 5 outings in a row where he's thrown really, really well. His town of Perryville's coming. They rented the deck tomorrow.
Okay.
Perryville Admirals.
Okay.
I know his mom and dad are going to be down here. I don't know if they're here tonight, but again, this is a kid that can get a ground ball and get out of this thing quick too.
Very cool. Troy O'Keefe, not that it matters. He actually does bat from the left side, though. He's a pitcher, though, predominantly a pitcher. This pitch in there for strike one. The hitter, Will Burke, the guy who leads this team in batting average, their number 2 guy, leads them in batting average, leads them in hits. He also leads them in runs and doubles.
He's their guy. He is their guy, and I think that's why Colin went to O'Keefe.
I think that's a great suggestion.
Because the thought is, Ollie's going to groove one run because he's trying to throw strikes, and this guy's going to, jump on it.
Yeah,
so
Burke had already had an at-bat with Ollie Schlager, had been getting used to him, so you bring in a new arm to mess up the best hitter on this squad, and it's working so far. O'Keefe up 0-2.
And again, that's what you got to do. You got to come here and be aggressive, man. He's had a lot of confidence lately. I'd love to see him get out of this. Would be a big, big deal for him.
This kid throws fast, Glenn. He's only a freshman. He just finished his first year at community college. He throws fast, though.
He's from right up the road in Perryville, man. He's just a great kid. Not a lot of size to him, but he can throw. He's got some arm side movement.
And there's the strikeout. 3 pitches and 3 strikes.
What a great job. I'd love to see him hold on to this thing for Ollie and the team, man. They've played well. Pizzotti would get the win, obviously.
Yep. And he deserves that absolutely, too.
No doubt.
He actually gave up his only 2 home runs that he's given up
Solo
a year
shots.
today. But, they're solo shots, and other than that, he didn't give up.
Okay. I tell you what, I don't mind solo shots. It means you're filling up the zone, and that tipped your cap to hit it.
So the man who hit one of those solo shots up the bat right now, Nick Palmy, he sent one into left center.
We don't need it.
We don't need it right now. It would be a lot more hurt than just a solo shot.
Yep.
First pitch delivered outside.
Buddy. Come on. Get ahead now. Let's go.
You got J.J. Basinger on third. You got Jacob May on first. You got Nick Nelson on second for this Danville Dan squad.
Nowhere to put anybody, baby. Nowhere to put them. Come on, Troy.
1-0 delivery from O'Keefe.
Nice.
Gets a swing from Palmy.
Hit 90, baby. Yeah, he's a kid that his first 2 or 3 outings didn't have a lot of confidence. He and I had a little conversation, went to breakfast, and coaches have really worked with him. They love the kid. I mean,
awesome.
he's been willing. He's a very coachable kid, man, and that's all you want.
That's awesome.
Especially during the summer, you're just trying to get better. So, come on, kid. 1-1 pitch. Here we go, Troy.
Comes O'Keefe. Palmy flies it foul. Running over to get the ball, sliding and almost making the play is Matias.
He had room, too. Is Matias playing third?
Yep. Unless there has been a substitution that I have not been made
I didn't know
aware
if that was him or Cinco.
Yeah, that's Matias playing third today.
He had room, man. He could have caught that.
Did you see him prematurely sliding?
He slid way early. Now, again, he's got nobody over there to help him.
Yep.
Their bench wasn't going to help him.
No,
he had all
not.
kinds of
And
all he had to do is go to the fence,
and
man.
you're scared of the dugout, right? So he prematurely slid.
God, let's see if that's going to hurt.
1-2 count. Delivery from O'Keefe is going to get him out of the inning.
Look at that. Way to go, Troy. Look at that. I love it.
He's pumped up.
I love it, man. Way to go.
Man.
Way to go. What a great job, man. What a great job.
Only
That's great for
one
that young man.
run scored for the Dans.
You know who's breathing a sigh of relief is Ollislugger.
Absolutely.
Right? Ollie goes, I only gave up one. And again, in Ollie's defense, the guys pitched incredibly well, right? So you didn't have your stuff, and everybody knows summertime. You throw strikes, you got a chance. You walk guys, things happen. Here's the deal. I gave up a run. I'm going to stay in the bottom of the eighth. I'm going to get a run back.
Let's do it. Let's do it, Glenn. So we'll be back in the bottom of the eighth for Glenn. Still up pitching is Duckworth, and it'll be up to bat for the Catfish, Nelson, Ivers, and Nazarenas. We'll be right back for the bottom of eight.
Hi, this is Rick Horton, former Major League pitcher and current broadcaster. I'm also a Montgomery Bank customer, thanks to excellent service, interest rates, and mortgage options. Do you need money to remodel? A home equity line of credit could be just what you need. A HELOC from Montgomery Bank lets you tap into that equity for home improvements, vacation, college tuition, a car, or to consolidate debt. Put your home to work for you. Montgomery Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This Cape Catfish broadcast is brought to you in part by Three Eagles Distributing, proud home of our distributors of the Anheuser-Busch family of beers in southeast Missouri, including Budweiser, Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, Busch Light, and Stella Artois, providing refreshments all summer long at backyard gatherings, weekends at the lake, and Cape Catfish games. Three Eagles Distributing with locations in Cape Girardeau and Kennett, Missouri, and wishing the Catfish the best of luck this summer.
All right, so we welcome you back inside of Kappahaw Park. The Catfish lead 7-5. My name, Kyler Messenger, bringing you the play-by-play. We're here with the president of the Catfish, Glenn Campbell. Glenn, in the top of the eighth, Troy O'Keefe comes in the game. Bases loaded, 1 out, and he strikes out 2 in a row. Their 2-hole and their 3-hole hitter to get out of the inning.
Incredible, and what a great job by him. I just texted his dad, said, I hope you're watching. So, come on, Nelly, let's go. This kid, you talking about a kid that's going to be unbelievable. We've already signed him for next year.
Awesome. Nelson rips the ball up the middle.
He'll beat this out. He'll beat this out. Watch this. Oh, I'm telling you, he gets down the line, dude. He gets down the line.
That's Will Burke at second. Great defensive player.
Nice play.
Charges the ball. That's textbook defense. It's hard to beat that one out. But, man, that kid's fast.
He is. No, again, we've been, you put the ball in play, and he's young. He just came out of high school. He's going to Jones College down in Mississippi. He is going to be a player. We signed him for next year.
He leads the team in stolen bases.
He's awesome, dude. He's awesome. He'll be fine. Who we got now?
This is the top of the lineup. Leighton Ivers.
God, I would have loved to see Nelly get on. He is so fast.
So
Ivers,
fast.
what, 2 hits tonight? Double and a single?
Ivers 3 for 3 today, Glenn. 3 for 3 with a sack.
He hit that ball. That ball he hit, I thought it was out. It was against the wall.
You guys have had Nazarenas had one. Ivers had one. I saw at least 2 more. There's been some warning track power today.
Sam hit one deep.
Yep.
No, you're right. Again, we have 7 runs. They've done a great job holding us to 7 because I thought that's outside. I guarantee if we look at TrackMan. TrackMan's that outside? Yep, I was right.
Just a bit outside right there. So Leighton Ivers now down 0-2.
Come on, Blue.
Going to have to work from behind.
Don't be widening it now. Ollie's going to say, why didn't you wide that for me, baby? Come on now, let's go.
And the catcher basing her lineup way outside. Ivers leaves that one to go.
I don't know if I'm. Can you hear me?
Audio's just cutting in and out.
Is it?
We're good. We're good
Okay.
talking. It's just our earphones that
Gotcha,
are messing up
baby.
a little bit. We actually figured out the technical difficulties we were having yesterday too. Every time you hit mute, this guy messes up. So no more mute. Just turn the volume down.
I love it.
0-2 count or 1-2 count to Ivers.
Ooh, yep.
And that
it looked like a strike. That was a nice pitch.
Yeah.
Is this a position player you said?
This one is not a position player. This is James Duckworth, their pitcher, who has an ERA of 6.35. They had a position player in the game yesterday.
He's going to throw 2 zeros up here.
He might just do that. Duckworth has came in and been electric. Their last pitcher, Cade Padham, didn't even finish the inning that he was in.
Gotcha.
Duckworth, it was kind of like that O'Keefe roll. He came in and really shut the Catfish down. It's now that's number 2 hitter, the man, Mr. RBI, you could call him, Hayden Nazarenas.
No doubt, man. He's had a good one.
First pitch to Nazarenas, a strike. Dude, he has had a tough zone today. I am so serious. He has been making, guys make reactions or whatever, but he's had a tough zone today.
Yep, I agree with you. I agree. He's widened it just a little bit here in the bottom of the 8th. Hope he keeps it that way in the top of the 9th.
0-1 count to Nazarenas. Duckworth fires this one nowhere near.
I like to see Naz get a solo shot, but we had Coulter Insurance on the deck. Thank you, Coulter Insurance. We had Tote Roofing on the deck.
Okay.
We had Montgomery Bank, a great sponsor of ours. And it looks like there's still 100 people out there. That's awesome.
Absolutely. This Cape Catfish environment, man, I've only been able to do the play-by-play broadcast this weekend for you guys. I've been to a couple other games. The environment here is
It's fun.
unmatched.
Yeah, thank you, man. It's a lot of fun. There you
Nazarenas rips the ball, and that's going to get all the way to the fence. Nazarenas rounding first. He's at least going to be on second. He's going to round second, and he will hold up on 2.
You don't make the third out at third. Again, either one of those guys get on, they score on that one, and that's what you wanted to see. Well, you know what? I took Kessler right now. He is due for a big hit. This guy carried us in the first half.
He did.
Defensively and offensively, he's an all-star. Man, he is an absolute gem of a kid. Came back. I tell you what, he took about 2 weeks off, went to the all-star game, had some things to do personally, and just needed to rest a little bit because he played about every game in the first half. But he's been back
Danville
about 3 or 4
Dans,
games.
This is just our audio, but now we're all good. The Danville Dans have 6
Indiana
players
University,
from
Pennsylvania
Florida.
kid, man, he's awesome.
How does the prospect
Menace
league and
folks, they're
recruiting
awesome.
work? How do you find these out-of-state guys? Do they find you? Do you find them? How does that
It's a little of both,
work?
but it's just relationships. We've got relationships. Steve, come on, baby, get down. That's a foul ball. 0-2. He's got him where he wants him. He's going to drop that nasty curve on here. You watch it. Steve Klein's his coach, and we got a relationship with Steve Klein. So Steve Klein, former Cardinal reliever.
Yep.
And so you have relationships with coaches. They keep sending you kids every year. If they've got a guy, they know this program is a program that's serious, that we get these guys in there, we give them reps, and we're serious about winning. We want to get them better, and so they send us good kids, and he's one of them.
0-2 count, misses on the outside.
He calls that when I was going to lose my mind. That was down, that was out. But yeah, he's one of those kids. And again, we put a really nice team together. Gary McClure, if he's listening, and I did an unbelievable job. We've added some pieces to that.
Yep.
Mateus is a kid we added late. Ivers, Britton, we've added late.
Okay. And this pitch ripped on by Kessler.
God,
it looks like under it in the center field.
I thought he hit that harder. Well, you know what? I'm going to get out of here and let you bring this thing home in the top of the ninth.
All right,
dude.
Glenn.
You know
you
what?
almost brought us one.
I'm a -1, which is not going to tell Rusty I don't like being minus, but -1. You bring it home, man.
It's a rare record. I got you. Glenn Campbell, appreciate you for joining us, man. You take it easy. That was Glenn Campbell, the president of the Catfish. It is currently 7-5 here, heading into the last inning. Can the Dans do it? Last chance. Troy O'Keefe on the bump for the Catfish. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
I'm starving, man. But if I grab another fast food meal, I'm going to feel like I slid into the wrong base.
Yeah, I need something that actually tastes like someone meant to cook it.
So where do we go?
Rhodes.
Rhodes? The gas station?
The convenience stores, my guy. They feed the whole Cape Catfish team every game. If those dudes trust it, you know it's a home run. Snackatizers that hit the spot. Crispy fried chicken and fish, pulled pork on a sweet Hawaiian roll, baked sweets, parfaits, the whole lineup stacked.
Okay, that sounds legit. And it's just a quick drive to your neighborhood Rhodes.
Fuel up like the Catfish at Rhodes Convenience Stores. Proud cook for the Cape Catfish. And this summer, Rhodes is giving away 4 USA 250 golf carts. Visit your neighborhood Rhodes to find out how to get your scratch-off ticket for a chance to win.
Hi, this is Rick Horton, former Major League pitcher and current broadcaster. I'm also a Montgomery Bank customer, thanks to excellent service, interest rates, and mortgage options. Montgomery Bank uses the same technology and expertise as big banks. It is family-owned with local decision-making, convenient services, and an easier and friendlier approach. Montgomery Bank.
And we are back inside of Cape Girardeau, Kappahoff Field, Cape Girardeau, the city of Roses. It's the top of the ninth inning. Catfish lead by 2. Tight game here. Troy O'Keefe, the pitcher who came into the game last inning with the bases loaded and 1 out, came out untouched last inning. He did not give up a run after he replaced the pitcher, Oleg Schleiger, who had the bases loaded when he left. It's Carson Brady, the 4-hole hitter, up to bat for the Dans in potentially their last at-bat. It's Brady, Farquhar on deck, and Vorwald, in the hole. This pitch delivered out of the zone to Brady. It'll be a 1-1 count. Troy O'Keefe, 2 outs recorded and 2 strikeouts in that last inning. I mean, that was electric what you saw from O'Keefe. O'Keefe now gets Brady to foul the ball off. It'll be a 1-2 count. And O'Keefe is in command as Glenn Campbell, the president, was talking with us just a little bit earlier. I mean, we are having some audio technical difficulties only coming in on the right side. We'll disconnect just real quick. And another foul ball. O'Keefe earns himself a successful pitch. It'll remain a 1-2 count. One, 2 count now to the hitter, Carson Brady. This pitch just misses the zone a little bit low and away, according to the home plate umpire, Brandon Corbett. 2-2 count to the hitter, Carson Brady. Brady has a 300 batting average coming into today. It's now a full count from O'Keefe, the pitcher. O'Keefe 3 outs away from getting the save and getting the Catfish out of here, getting his counterpart, Luis Pizzotti, the win. O'Keefe in the windup. Here's the delivery. Another foul ball from Brady. Fantastic job of Brady of staying alive. O'Keefe still firing. Troy O'Keefe has a record coming into this game of 1-0. He's typically a reliever, so he won't see enough innings to get a lot of wins. He does have one, though. He's got 15.1 innings pitched coming into this ballgame. He's got 16 total if you include the .2 that he's pitched. And look at that off speed. Starts like it's going to hit Brady and curves on into the zone. That's a gutsy pitch on a full count. And Troy O'Keefe, man, was that beautiful. A strikeout looking. That's 3 straight for O'Keefe. Cade Farquhar will now get a chance at breaking up Cape's run. The Catfish, 18 consecutive wins, looking to make it 19 and to keep counting. But the Dans would love to get themselves a win. They're also fighting for a playoff spot, so they're really looking for wins as well. O'Keefe throws the same pitch that he got the strikeout on. Just doesn't curve enough in. It'll be 1-0 to Farquhar. Here comes O'Keefe. Farquhar check swing, and he should have just done it. 1-1 count, 89 miles per hour off the hands of O'Keefe. O'Keefe, as mentioned from our president, Glenn Campbell, originally from Perryville, so he's up from just up the road here in Cape Girardeau. Played last year at Southwest Tennessee Community. O'Keefe is gonna let his first hit up. Cade Farquhar with a single into left with 1 out. He will be held at 1. And the Dansville Dans get the first hit against the closer, the reliever, Troy O'Keefe. And they're now looking to add some runs. The game tying run now up to bat. And we will actually have a pinch runner for Cade Farquhar. Into the game is Cannon Vandiver. So Vandiver, who, if you were with us yesterday, he's not intentionally, but he's got a little bit of Cape Girardeau SEMO ties. SEMO, the college where Hayden Nazarenas has committed to play some college baseball. They got a building, a living facility called Vandiver Hall. So Vandiver, the man on the Dans, who's on first base now, a little connection here in Cape Girardeau. Up to bat is Bryce Vorwald. Vorwald takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. Now, O'Keefe had not slipped up on a single pitch before that Farquhar hit, so he gets thrown out of his rhythm a little bit. He had 3 straight strikeouts, and now he has given up a batter, so he's going to have to stay in here. His last outing was with the bases loaded, though, so you imagine he can totally do it. This pitch scrapes the outside part of the zone. It'll be a 1-1 count for O'Keefe. Vorwald, who goes to St. Ambrose University, looking to continue this top of the ninth, but he will miss on this off-speed pitch from O'Keefe. 77 miles per hour off the hands of O'Keefe. Vorwald steps back into the plate. 1-2 count. O'Keefe in the driver's seat. Cannon Vandiver at first. Here comes O'Keefe. This pitch way outside. It'll be a 2-2 count. Vorwald 1 for 3 in today's ball game. Vandiver takes his lead. Catifish just 2 outs away from continuing their winning streak. O'Keefe is going to add another strikeout to his score sheet. He's got 4 Ks, and he has faced 5 batters tonight. 4 strikeouts on 5 batters, 2 swinging strikeouts and 2 looking strikeouts. There are 2 outs, and the catcher, J.J. Basinger, is the last chance for the Dans. Troy O'Keefe, have yourself a night, my man. 4 strikeouts on 5 batters faced. He's looking for 5 out of 6. First pitch to Basinger delivered a strike. And as we were talking about, this zone has potentially widened just a little bit in these last couple of frames. Basinger didn't like where it was. Nonetheless, remains 0-1. Vandiver gets his lead from first. Richardson holding on. O'Keefe is set and ready to go. 0-1 pitch. Here's a delivery from O'Keefe. Gets Basinger to swing and foul the ball off. He was behind the 89-mile-per-hour pitch. It's 0-2. Cape is 1 out away from a 2-run lead. They are 1 pitch away from 19 straight. The record in the Prospect League was, before last night, 17 consecutive wins. The Catfish looking to just continue building history. O'Keefe Mitches on the 0-2. He wanted that 190 off of his hands. But 0-2 is the time to miss. O'Keefe absolutely still in the driver's seat. J.J. Basinger 0 for 3 today, looking for his first hit. He's had a ground out and 2 pop-ups. O'Keefe is set. 1-2 count. This building ready to explode. O'Keefe gets him to go. That's 19 straight for the Catfish. History is still building.
Congratulations, Catfish, on another victory. Fans, stay tuned for the Garber's Best Dressed Player of the Game interviews on field and on the radio broadcast at SEMOESPN.com. Thanks for coming out and supporting.
Troy O'Keefe strikes out 5 of the last 6 batters that he faces. He only gives up 1 hit, only misses on 1 batter. He comes in with the bases loaded in 1 out in the top of the 8th inning, gets Cape out with 2 strikeouts, then comes the pitch in the 9th inning and strikes out all 3 of his outs. 1,010% your Garber's best dressed player of the game today. We'll have a few interviews, including an interview with Coach Colin Bukevich later on in the broadcast. What a day for the Catfish. Troy O'Keefe finishes his day with 5 strikeouts on 1.2 innings pitch, the Cape Catfish out-hit the Dansville Dans 10-8. The Dans record 5 errors as compared to Cape's 3 errors, and the score ends with a 7-5 final score. Troy O'Keefe and the rest of the Catfish get it done in dominant fashion. We're going to take a couple of ad breaks, get the head coach Colin Butkevich up in the booth for our post-game interviews. We appreciate you for joining and watching. It's been Kyler Messenger on the call if you decide to head out with us. We'll be back tomorrow at 4:05 for the first pitch against the Dubois County Bombers. You won't want to miss it. Cape looking to go for 20 straight, but it's 19 after tonight. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Hi, this is Rick Horton, former Major League pitcher and current broadcaster. I'm also a Montgomery Bank customer, thanks to excellent service, interest rates, and mortgage options. Do you need money to remodel? A home equity line of credit could be just what you need. A HELOC from Montgomery Bank lets you tap into that equity for home improvements, vacation, college tuition, a car, or to consolidate debt. Put your home to work for you. Montgomery Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Is your bathroom stuck in the past? Dutch Enterprises can change that. Fast, friendly, and on time. From cooling and heating services to plumbing and luxury bath remodels, Dutch Enterprises makes bathrooms safer and more functional without breaking the bank. We do annual HVAC checkups and handle everything from tankless water heaters to walk-in tubs. It's comfort done right. Be comfortable in your home with Dutch Enterprises, your neighbor since 1962. Don't wait until the next heat wave. Call Dutch Enterprises now. If your AC is blowing warm air, making strange noises, or just not keeping up, don't sweat it. Call the team at Dutch Enterprises. We're here to keep your home cool, comfortable, and running right when you need it most. Trusted HVAC service with a team you can count on. Schedule your service today with Dutch Enterprises. Your neighbor since 1962.
Call Dutch. Dutch. Call Dutch.
Hi, this is Rick Horton, former Major League pitcher and current broadcaster. I'm also a Montgomery Bank customer, thanks to excellent service, interest rates, and mortgage options. Do you need money to remodel? A home equity line of credit could be just what you need. A HELOC from Montgomery Bank lets you tap into that equity for home improvements, vacation, college tuition, a car, or to consolidate debt. Put your home to work for you. Montgomery Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Miller Lite is the light beer brewed for people who love the taste of beer. For those who are always the first to volunteer for beer runs, who hit up tailgates for sports that they don't even like, and believe having a beer fridge in the garage is non-negotiable. It's a 96-calorie, 3.2 carb love letter to beer lovers who know that the best part of beer is the beer part. Miller Lite. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2022 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin beer.
See Placid Tire Service for the right tire at the right price right now. Placid Tire Service is the area's biggest selection of in-stock tires at the lowest price. While others are searching for tires to order, we'll get you fixed up with a great set of tires and back on the road in no time with our 4 tires, 1 hour guarantee. Plus, we make the purchase easy on your budget with our Placid Tire Service card or no credit needed financing options. For the right tire at the right price right now, the choice is easy. That's Placid Tire Service.
Don't wait until the next heat wave. Call Dutch Enterprises now. If your AC is blowing warm air, making strange noises, or just not keeping up, don't sweat it. Call the team at Dutch Enterprises. We're here to keep your home cool, comfortable, and running right when you need it most. Trusted HVAC service with a team you can count on. Schedule your service today with Dutch Enterprises. Your neighbor since 1962.
Call Dutch. Dutch. Call Dutch.
Hi, this is Rick Horton, former Major League pitcher and current broadcaster. I'm also a Montgomery Bank customer, thanks to excellent service, interest rates, and mortgage options. Do you need money to remodel? A home equity line of credit could be just what you need. A HELOC from Montgomery Bank lets you tap into that equity for home improvements, vacation, college tuition, a car, or to consolidate debt. Put your home to work for you. Montgomery Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, we welcome you all listening and viewing back into the broadcast booth, the Montgomery Bank broadcast booth. We're here with head coach Colin Butkevich. Coach, will nail-biter come towards the end of the game? Talk to me about the guys. What was the main reason you guys got this win today?
Taking advantage of their errors, absolutely. The team is, unfortunately at the bottom end of the league in errors. No disrespect to them. It's stats don't lie.
Right.
And whenever a team makes mistakes like that, you've got to take advantage of it. And along with situational baseball, we've got to do a better job when we get those opportunities with runners on third, less than two, to get those guys in. Tonight was, something we kind of let them off the hook, and that game could have separated a little bit more, where at the end it wasn't as tight as it needed to be. But really the difference maker was the mistakes they made and us capitalizing on them.
Yeah, let's talk about this game, beginning to end. Starting pitcher Luis Pizzotti, fantastic outing. Now, to my knowledge, Pizzotti, normally a reliever, not necessarily one of those, natural starters. He kind of came out towards the end of his outing. Talk to me a little bit about that. Was that an injury? Was that just him going longer than he's used to? What kind of happened there?
A little bit of both. It was actually on the pickoff to first. He just kind of tweaked his back a little bit. And yeah, he's not used to going as long. That was probably going to be his last inning anyway.
Okay.
But for him, we needed a start where we could ride him a little bit longer, really save the bullpen. And then from there, it really allowed me to kind of mix and match, put fresh arms in when I needed to, instead of having to stretch him a little bit longer than what the game and the situation dictated. And it allowed us to actually really come out with a win, because I was just able to make changes when the right appropriate changes when the situation called for it.
Talk to me about Pizzotti's stuff, his pitches. What was he throwing good today? What maybe would you like to see him improve on for his next start? What you got from him?
Yeah, a lot of off speed. He's really, in my opinion, a pitch backwards guy, where his off speed plays more. It's when he can throw the fastball in there a couple times. And keep him off his off speed. It keeps those guys honest. He throws a cutter, a curveball, a slider. So when you got three different off speed like that are all kind of making subtle movements and just a little bit different horizontally or vertically, it keeps guys off balance. And then when you're able to blow one in there, and it really makes that fastball look a lot faster than what it really is. So that's kind of his game, and that's kind of what we've known about him for the last 2 years. And then just being able to call the game accordingly to what he's good at, what his strengths are.
You talked about it earlier, capitalizing on the other team's errors. I got to ask you, bottom of the third inning, Enrique Villanueva's up to bat. Little league home run on a dribbler back to the pitcher. What's a coach's POV on that?
Obviously it was just sending him, and whenever a team makes a lot of errors like that, you've got to keep putting pressure on them. I mean, there were some plays in the last 2 days where either guys would have been thrown out if they would have just executed the play. But when you put that pressure on them, like I said, it forces their motor to kind of speed up. And if they're already fumbling on routine plays, what happens to those players when the routine play now becomes a high pressure? You've got to put it on the money, and you've got to hurry it up and have a faster internal clock. You get those kinds of mistakes, and that's exactly what happened. A throwing error followed by another throwing error led to a Little League home run.
Talk to me about the bats today. Leighton Ivers goes 3 for 4. Pete Britton goes 2 for 3. And then obviously Villanueva had that inside the park home run. What'd you like from the bats today?
Yeah, just Pete. The thing with Pete and Leighton is something that I've talked to both of them about, is the problem with them is when they start getting in the air, that's when they start running into trouble.
Okay.
That's just not their game. And so just reminding them that, hey, your game is line drives, getting on base, moving the chain, and putting the ball, low liners, gap to gap, and that's where they're the most successful. And they both made the adjustment to do that, and it showed up today.
Ivers maybe did it before, but yesterday in the post-game interview with him, I was asking him, what are you specifically looking to do the rest of the season? And it didn't necessarily shock me, but I thought it was a very interesting response. He said, I'm looking to hit a bunch of singles. He's looking to hit singles, so I think that shows that he's listening. He's responding to the coaching staff. What other kind of coaching staff things make this team better? What do you guys implement on purpose to these guys?
Well, first off, this might sound childish, but it's a game.
Yeah.
It's meant to be fun. We keep it loose. We make sure that we're tight when we need to be on them. We pull the reins when we have to. I would say the coaching thing is, if you have fun every single day, you're probably going to try a little bit harder to get better. If everybody is trying to get a little bit better every single day, along with having fun, we're probably going to be pretty good, and that's what's really shown. We don't really try to do anything, too crazy at summer ball, but we're also trying to help these guys individually with every single part of their game, and also just making adjustments on the fly. Ali and I talked about an adjustment that he had to make, pitch to pitch, and I know there was a couple plays or a couple pitches where the pitch clock had run down for the hitter, and he was looking for a hitter offensive violation there or disengagement.
Okay.
I guess. And I was like, that's an unfortunate thing, right? That happens, right? When umpires miss something,
Yep.
umpires miss calls all the time. It's just part of the game. But I mean, that shouldn't impact your performance, because now you're upset about something that's out of your control. And, for Ali and I, we talked about it, and I was like, you just have to work on the things that are in your control. So if you start missing up or you're missing down, like, make the adjustment from pitch to pitch. Don't let it roll into one walk, another walk. Finally, you find it in one at bat, and then you walk another guy, because you're just you're putting traffic on, and these guys haven't put a ball in play. So it's just the controllables, and then obviously, like, it's understanding each player's game and trying to put them in the right spots where they're going to be successful.
Ali comes out of the game, bases loaded, 1 out, and Troy O'Keefe comes into the game on a back-to-back. He pitched yesterday.
Yeah.
What an outing. 6 batters faced, 5 of them struck out. Talk to me about Troy, man. He was getting hyped up after that. What do you like to see about that?
Yeah, I mean, when a guy's got it, you just got to ride him. I mean, that's just what I saw. He was able to just fill it up, and I think with him in his arm slot, one of the pitches that I think a lot of hitters really struggle with is the pitch that is the deception of it rising. And you see a lot of guys just swing right under that a lot, just because they're just not used to that kind of arm slot. And then, obviously you have got some velo behind it. It makes it really hard. I mean, that's what a lot of guys do with Will Inman, who came, it was an earlier before him.
Yep.
He's a low slot, and that ball that sort of kind of rises up in different planes. A lot of guys swing right under that. So I think that's what makes O'Keefe very deceptive. And then along with that, he's got a good slider. So the thing with him, he's minimized hitting guys. He's gotten ahead a lot more. And the more confidence you build doing that, I mean, just the more successful he's going to be, which he has been.
Yep. So 37-7. You guys just won 19 straight. Pretty solid so far this season. You could say you haven't lost a game in the second half of the season. How do you get better from here, though? What are you looking to improve on come playoff baseball time?
Clean baseball. I talked to them. It wasn't like, yeah, congratulations, we did what we're supposed. I mean, there was a lot of things I was telling our own players we've got to do better. We have to be better situationally, offensively. I told them it doesn't matter who you play. You can't have a guy on third with less than 2 outs and we hit 2 infield pop-ups. That's just not acceptable. Yep. I mean, we struck out with as well with infield in, and just swinging at 3 straight balls. I mean, there's just zero approach to that. So I was definitely upset in that manner. So, and by no means was this a clean game. We just were able to minimize the damage, take advantage of the team that made more errors, and we were lucky to come out on top. So I know you kind of asked me a question like, what's there to go? I mean, we're not a complete team yet. We've just been able to, like I said, manage the games where we always know that our offense can keep us in a game, can always put us ahead, but it's being able to manage with our bullpen and making sure we're throwing strikes, getting ahead, trusting our defense, putting them in the right positions. But, like you said, you asked me what can get better. I mean, every single one of these guys can get better, every single part of their game. I mean, Kessler didn't have a great game today. Richardson didn't have a great game today. Nelson, we're still working on some things with him and his swing, because right now it's a lot of 4-3s and 3 unassisteds. So, I mean, I could go down the list. But the thing is, like, these guys all understand it. They're all still trying to work and get better. So that's the scary part. We're on a 19-game winner, and I could go down the line and tell you something that every single individual needs to work on.
I love it, man. 19 straight. 4:05 tomorrow against Dubois. We'll see you there. Appreciate you, Coach.
Yep. Go Fish.
All right, go Fish. We will have a couple players on broadcast next. We're not going to take any break. We'll just see who decides to step up. It's the man of the hour, Mr. O'Keefe, coming in next. Troy O'Keefe. Let's see if we can get Mr. O'Keefe's stats to read for you fans while he puts the headset on real quick. Troy O'Keefe comes into the ball game, 1.2 innings pitched, only 1 hit given up. Dude, you strike out 5 of the 6 batters you face. You know, let's just not talk about the game today. Let's run through you as a kid playing baseball. You throw the ball fast, dude. How do you work that velo up? Is that time in the gym? Do you just naturally got a quick arm? What's up with that?
Definitely time in the gym. You know, like you can't like not get in the gym anymore. You know, like more and more people. There's more science behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, you gotta get those like fast lifts in. Like you can squat heavy all you want, but at the end of the day, it's how much power you output. Like, you know, I know people that can squat a house, and you know, they throw hard, but it's not like good enough to do it. And so I think it's like big getting into the gym every day.
I love it. All right, man. You're from Perryville. You're from the greater Cape Girardeau area. You're from Southeast Missouri. What's it feel like to come in front of this crowd, especially the last 2 nights, but just this Cape Catfish crowd that you grew up coming to watch the games of? I mean, what's it like to play in front of these fans?
It's honestly electric. You know, like, you know, baseball's so big here. You know, like it's football, baseball. You know, like everybody has it. Everybody gets excited about it. You know, we have one of the best environments here in the Prospect League, which is not like easy to say. You know, there's so many people that have good environments, but I think we have the best fans. You know, they pop out every day. You know, like even last night we had over 1,000 fans. You know, that doesn't include people behind the wall.
Get yourself going when you're warming up in the bullpen, or how does that process work?
It makes it easy to come in. You know, you have so much support. You know, not only mainly it's just like getting going, also the community, like just the preparation of it. Like, you know, it makes it easier to come out every day. Like,
how do you get yourself going before you head into the game? Is it
I need to
on wake up, like you know you're feeling it when you wake up out of bed in the morning, or do you got?
And so like it's just preparation, like, you know, just take preparation really serious.
All right, man. You come into the ball game today, bases loaded, 1 out. That's a tough situation for any pitcher to be in. How the heck do you get out of that, man?
You know, it's really just trusting your stuff. You know, you can't come in there and be like, oh, they got tying run on second. Like, you can't think like that. You know, you got to think ball on the ground. Like, we're easily out of this. You know, like just let them make contact. You know, like they can hit, and like, you know, but like we got such a solid defense to where anything hit is pretty much tracked down, leaving the outfield, infield, pretty much everything is swallowed up, and so we do a really good job with that.
You can't really replicate the moment, one of those you just had to be there, but you strike out 2, bases were loaded. Dude, you got me pumped up here. I mean, you're banging the chest. I'm up here like, let's go, kid. Like, come on. What's that feel like when you strike out 2 and get out of there?
It feels great, you know. It's just going in there, like, it's what you kind of dream up as a kid. You're like, hey, I want to be in this situation. Like, you kind of go and be like, what am I going to do in this situation when I'm older? Like, what am I going to do? It feels honestly amazing. You know, you're in there, you're trusted enough to be put in that situation. And so it feels really good to come out of that and just do what I did.
Do what you do. I love it, man. Troy, one final question for you. Most important question of the day. You strike out 5 of 6 batters that you faced. You wake up in the morning. What's the first song you listen to on game day? What gets you going, man? What music we listening to?
Definitely Replay by Zendaya.
Oh, okay. I like it. That's all I got for you, man. Appreciate you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Got you, man. Great work today.
Thank you.
5 strikeouts on 6 batters faced from Mr. Troy O'Keefe. We're not taking no breaks. We're going back to back, go back. Thanks for joining us, Troy. We're going to get the main man of the hour, Pete Britton, here with us in the Montgomery Bank broadcast booth. Pete, my name's Kyler. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
All right, man. Let's get some stats going up before we introduce you. Pete Britton today. You go 2 for 3, my boy. Fantastic day at the plate. Your boy Troy pitching, the rest of the squad, but you're the bat behind the pitchers. How do you get going on game day?
Yeah, I think it's a lot like Troy said with pitching. You just got to trust in your preparation. And, you know, we're out here early. Every single game we get our swings in. that speaks to our success here in Cape. We put a lot of work in, and we trust the preparation that we put in, and everybody's ready. Once the game starts, we're ready to go.
Yeah, talk to me about what you were seeing today at the plate. 2 for 3, had a fantastic day. Was there a certain pitcher that you were attacking, a certain pitch that he was throwing that you were attacking? What were you seeing?
Yeah, I just try to stick to my approach. I try to, get my front foot down early, give myself some time to react to the pitch, and I really just try and hit the best pitch that I get. I don't, it doesn't matter, breaking ball, fastball. I just try and get the barrel out and know the situation and hit to the situation and just do what I can to help the team out.
Yeah, man. So 2 for 3, a fantastic outing on the day. How do you get better from here, though? How do you improve on a day that it was a solid day? How do you get better, though?
Absolutely. You just never get complacent. You got to stay same mindset when you get to the field every day. Every day is a new day. Baseball is a very humbling sport, so you have to show up with that same mindset and that same intensity every day.
Absolutely. Same question I asked Troy. Pete Britton wakes up. What are you listening to, man? What's the music going on? And I got a follow-up question on the music, but what are you listening to on game day?
I love house music.
Okay.
So I just like to listen to some house music.
Yeah, dude.
It gets the vibe up.
I love it.
Good mood. And I live with 5 other players, so we'll all kind of just listen to music
Some
together.
flicks going.
Oh,
Come on,
absolutely.
man. All right, so you live with 5 other players. It's baseball, a way different scenario than like basketball, where you got guys in the locker room, one speaker going.
Yeah.
But is there different music taste around the team, or what's going on there?
Yeah, absolutely. So I actually, most of the time I am on aux when we're hitting.
Okay.
So it's actually, it's kind of hard to you please everybody. You get some requests, but I'd say for the most part, we got some guys with some good taste on this team, and we see eye to eye.
So that's the main reason why you guys are on a 19-game win streak is the music taste for sure.
Oh, yeah, we're riding the vibe.
How do you earn the main man to be the aux cable? How do you earn that spot?
To be honest, I think it's just because I brought the speaker. So it just connected to my phone automatically, and
nice.
I didn't get kicked off. So
nice. All right, man. 19 straight wins. How's that feel for you personally?
And it is absolutely electric, and it's something that I think you can't even really feel personally, because it's something that we've all worked so hard for all together, and we just have so many guys working in the same direction every single day. Like I said, showing up, ready to get prepared, ready. It's that same mindset every day, and it's super special to be a part of, especially in summer ball. It's hard to show up every day. This is, 6 games a week. It gets very tough, and this team rises to the occasion.
That's a bar. All right, one more question for you, my man. What are we looking for you guys for the rest of the season? What are we to watch Catfish baseball for?
I would say just what I just said. We show up every single day, and you're gonna get the same brand of baseball when we're here, and it's a very good brand, and we're gonna go all out. And if we do happen to lose, then we're gonna lose playing hard.
Absolutely, Pete. Appreciate you for joining us, man. Nice to meet you, dog.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Cape Catfish win today by a score of 7-5, 19 straight for the Fish, looking to continue that big old winning streak. The Catfish first in the Prospect League in batting average, first in the Prospect League in hits, first in the Prospect League in RBIs, and first in the Prospect League in ERA. This team knows how to get it done. We will be back tomorrow at 4:05. We'll start the pregame show just about 3:55, but first pitch is scheduled for 4:05. Cape Catfish taking on the traveling Dubois County Bombers. My name is Kyler Messenger, bringing you the play-by-play and post-game interviews today. You've been listening on SEMO ESPN as well as watching on Prospect League Network. We appreciate your viewership. We appreciate all of our sponsors, and we'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you then. Cape Catfish win tonight, 7-5.